Can't believe that Panda is dead.
Neither can I can't believe that DMC3 is so embarrassing. I struggled
I'm
to make a
sending this
thumbnail
video
of
to
it.
Daniel, like,
Who the fuck is
instantly.
dead?
I'll refollow him on Twitter just to send it and then unfollow him, even though I don't
I
need to
did
do
say
that.
I made 2 thumbnails for him. So one was that, and then one was about it was called like the conception. There was like the conceptual scale, and I was like, I don't really know
I don't
what
know
this
why I thought he
means.
was about to say the conception of Christ. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was about the conception of Christ in Final Fantasy VII. No, it was weird because he had a thumbnail of FF7, but you actually watch the video and it's about Fantasy Star, and I was like, oh, I'll just do a thumbnail based on that. And it looked boring, but he liked it. So, and I said I watched the video to inspire myself, and he was like, "Oh, nice. Did you do that with the Devil May Cry video as well?" And I was like, "Yeah, you make good videos, Daniel. Thanks, bud."
You do realize I did say the words I've started recording several seconds
Yeah, I know,
ago.
but he's not going to see this. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll cut this off.
It's fine. Scott the Hat Wearing Gamer is a homophobe.
That's true, and he won't be added
well.
to Sean's group anytime soon.
Hot diggity damn.
He's still
Right.
asking.
Right.
Hi.
Last time on Gotham Knights, who wants to do the recap?
Well, we had the case of the homophobic hat-wearing gamer.
Yes, that's true.
I did the
I don't remember
recap
that
last
bit.
time.
You
I
did.
do it
Okay, Ben, go for it.
last time on Gotham Knights.
You have to put some effort
So-
into it.
We went. Okay, we went. I'm Batman.
You don't have to put this much effort into it.
No,
Okay,
Ben,
well,
just last
I'll
night,
be
Gotham Night.
last night on Gotham Knights.
There
Or last 2 weeks on. You know what I mean.
That sounds
So they
redundant. Last night on Gotham Knights.
We met
15 days ago when we played the last session of Gotham Knights.
The
Last
gang-
time
the gang
on
met
Gotham
with
Night.
Alfred, and he was upset that
I'm
Wayne,
upset, Mr.
got-
Wayne.
Wayne got shot while he was doing a little thing for being mayor or trying to be mayor or whatever, and he got shot by someone in a little thing that I forgot the name of.
Oh, I can't believe I, Bruce
Call it-
Wayne, who is not Batman, been shot.
What did he get shot from? That thing that we investigated.
He got
grassy knoll.
shot. He got Evo.
Oh,
Oh no!
because Evo.
Oh no! A pavilion. He got shot
Oh,
from a
that was
pavilion
a pavilion.
overlooking the stage where he was
The book
running his mayoral
repository.
rally.
got shot from the placebo.
Yeah, he got shot from a placebo.
Placebo effect,
And-
what?
He
He hasn't
turns
actually been
out,
shot, but he thinks he has.
Yeah.
and the killer already died, and they're like, "Oh fuck, well we kind of got him."
Yeah.
And the police are like pretty content with that, but we're not because we don't think they did it. And I was
We're
Barbara,
thinking
so she's
outside
like,
the law.
find the killer, lads. And we're like, all right. So Theo, he goes off to the pavilion. He's like, all right, the shooter, they shot from that grass bit, and they shot through. They somehow shot the guy and shot Wayne, and there's only one bullet, or
There were two
Two bullets, but
Two
very
bullets.
short time between them.
yeah,
Essentially.
yeah. And that's what they found out. They found out, a bit about the crime scene. I don't really need to go over the details. Probably not. And the other two, they went to the morgue. And what did you find out?
I researched the gun.
Yeah.
And
Was it-
and tracked it to Penguin from there.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Okay,
he looked
and
at he
we-
looked at the body. And
Yeah.
it was an important. It was a political rival whose name eludes me.
It wasn't so much a political rival, but it was Lincoln March, who is the son-in-law of John Daggett,
Right.
who is a business rival to the Wayne Enterprise Group.
Why do they have different last names?
that can happen.
Son-in-law.
And after that, they went and got together, had a little chat
Yeah.
at the McDonald's.
Oh yeah, the
Uh,
McDonald's.
Where did they go again?
Big Belly Burger, which is like DC's
Yeah.
version of like a kind of a burger bar, but yeah, like a McDonald's, I suppose.
Yeah, they went to McDonald's and had a chat.
Quick question, Ben. How eventful was that trip?
It was a bit eventful because
Okay, what happens?
I forgot his name. I forgot every character's name. Oh yeah, Kane Colt ran into an old mate who wasn't a mate. He was actually a bad friend, and they had a bit of a row. And Theodore an attempt to break it up. While Frank was ordering his McBurger at the time.
I was eating my burger. Thank
No,
you
you
very
were
much.
still ordering it.
Oh yeah.
You were like up at the you weren't at the table when this happened. Theodore thought, okay, I'll make a distraction. And he shot his pistol,
Yeah.
and that caused a bit of a ruckus.
Just a bit.
Bit of
Yeah, but they
rumpus.
got out. Kane had a go at him. Frank ate his burger, and
Yeah.
Theodore fucked off home, but told him he was going to a theme park in Beltway.
Yeah, he was going to go hide on the Big Dipper for the entire rest of the session. Frank, do you remember anything important that came up when the police investigated BBP, though? And you were
Oh,
still
they were
there?
like, Frank, how could you let this happen, man?
And do you also remember anything else that they might have said that might be important?
Damn, Frank,
But-
that was a good burger, wasn't it?
Yes, that is what they did say. Damn, Miller, that is a fine hamburger. They said that try and keep away from the police station for a little while.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but it's still getting cold,
Wait,
so
why'd
I
they say
was
that?
correct.
Because they said it to Frank because they basically said you guys have got too much heat on you.
Oh,
Stay away from the train station for the police station for a little
You guys
bit.
are alright. Don't come to the police station tomorrow.
Oh no.
So Theodore went home. Kane and Frank got together.
They went to hang out with Theo too.
No, wait, what?
Theo
yeah,
number
Yeah,
two.
with Theo.
Yeah.
Oh, we have 2 Theos.
Yeah, I forgot about him. And what did they learn?
What did we learn?
What did we learn?
I handed over the pistol for him to check the code on. Fuck the code. 'Cause they
Serial
didn't-
numbers.
Serial numbers. They didn't file those off.
Yeah.
Yep.
So got that lead.
And
Go
Frank
on.
probably drove over some families.
You destroyed his home, didn't you? And you also destroyed Wayne's house as well.
No, I destroyed things in it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's a lot better.
Yeah, that's much better.
And I didn't do it. I just knocked over a thing that led to the other.
Did they have a nice evening though? What did they get up to?
Oh, at the Iceberg Lounge.
Yeah, what happened to the Ice Lounge?
The 3 of them headed to the Iceberg Lounge. 2 of them as themselves, and the other one as David Bowie.
Wait, hold on. That was Theo.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was David Bowie.
Oh
That's
yeah,
amazing.
sorry
My
about that.
God.
It was
Wow.
actually Theodore.
He really is a
and-
master of disguise.
And he had his mate Barnaby with him as the bodyguard.
Unfortunately.
He tried to get in with his bodyguard. Didn't work out, so he just sent Barnaby home.
Yeah.
Barnaby probably got lost on the way home.
Barnaby got up to stuff after that, but we can go into that in the session.
Oh wow, okay.
He probably forgot his keys. You know, he just ended up sleeping outside.
Well, he didn't have his wallet or anything on him anyways, because he had lost that the night before.
After that, they got inside, and it was nice. It wasn't great. David Bowie managed to get up to see Penguin after a bit of convincing the guards.
Yeah, didn't
got
take
some
much.
selfies and whatever, you know.
As you do in 77.
Yep.
Yeah.
The spirit of 77, and well, Kane was like, oh, maybe we should do something. And then Frank was already up on stage.
Yeah, the best bit of the campaign where Kane said, "Hey, we should talk to one of the guards and see if they will let us talk to Cobblepot. We'll say that we know that he was the shooter." To which Frank said, "I got a better idea."
I'm
So
gonna come
Kane
on
was-
stage and accuse this bitch.
Kane looked away for 2 seconds. Frank was on stage, and he was already accusing him of murder.
Pretending to be the site warden and said, don't need to panic, everyone. But Oswald Cobblepot shot Bruce Wayne.
And that one, it didn't, did it?
Oh
No, it went all right.
No.
They got what they wanted.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he did get punched. I'm pretty sure, and like,
Yeah, he got punched, and he was also stupid enough to say, "Yes, I know he did it," and also that man in the audience does as well. To which they pointed a giant light at Kane.
yeah, that was good. So Frank he got knocked up a little, and then they both got taken over to Mr. Penguin,
Cozzlepot.
and they got in front of the queue instead of David.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bit
even though I
harsh.
rolled better than them. But it's all right. They got in, and he had 2 bodyguards, Hawk and the other one,
Ox. Yeah.
Ox. Hawk and Ox, and they had a little chat with Cobblepot.
Those aren't penguin themed
Yeah, but he was a
what did you
big.
chat about?
or bird themed.
You did some
yeah.
accusations.
Yeah, they made their accusation, and then he set the 2 guards on them, and they managed to beat him up pretty handily.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Don't know. They were having a go. They got some info, but then Hawk was like, "I'm alive, actually," and he threw a throwing knife at Cobblepot, and it hit him, and it
Yeah,
hurt.
he threw a knife at Oswald Cobblepot right in the chest.
Yeah, and then what followed was a sequence of comedic events.
It was a messy fight.
It
for sure.
was very messy. David Bowie got involved. They were trading Cobblepot back and forth.
Why did David Bowie get involved? But where was Theodore?
He was outside the ring.
Bowie just likes a bit of action, you know? He needs to be the center of attention. That's his problem.
And he helped out Cobblepot, but then some bad stuff happened. Hawk was like the Terminator. Didn't die. And eventually the fight came to a conclusion when they beat up. They got Hawk. Kane got Hawk down, but then they lost Cobblepot because David Bowie had taken him.
Well, he didn't just put him down. He slit his throat.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he's gonna come back. That was
Maybe slightly uncalled for.
I don't know.
Disagree.
Yeah, considering I think it was kind of a bit of defense on
That guy
Kane's
was
part.
the fucking Terminator. He kept coming.
Yeah.
He lifted up Frank one-armed by his neck.
Did he say anything interesting to you before before Kane slit his throat?
Oh yeah, he's part of the Royal Army of England or whatever.
Yeah,
the
That was
dingoes.
it. The Parliament.
Part of the SAS.
yeah. He's part of a group called the Parliament, and he had a weird symbol on his arm.
Can't believe I
which-
killed John Burkow.
Oh, duh. Yeah. Right.
So after they beat him up, they went outside to find Cobblepot.
Bowie and
And they
Cobblepot.
found him with David Bowie, and David Bowie's identity got found out, and Kane had a bit of a go at him, telling him he didn't understand how the world worked.
Did he say that? I can't
I
remember.
said
that.
he didn't understand how Gotham worked.
Yeah, Gotham, I should say.
Okay, yeah. No, that makes a bit more sense. I should have made a note of that. All right.
They went to the doctor at a restaurant.
No, we went into the restaurant and called the doctor there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he came, he patched Cobblepot up. They got some info out of him, and then Kane shot him.
He
Stabbed him.
stabbed him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
stabbed
with a
him
big
right in the
kitchen
wound
knife.
that we had just had patched up.
Now I would say that one's uncalled for.
He said he was going into hiding.
Okay.
And Kane in that moment decided that... Oh, now I remember what I wanted to talk to Alfred about. Anyway, but
Okay.
anyway.
Did anything? That was the end. But did anything happen right at the end of that session?
Nah.
Yeah. Deadshot.
No.
Yeah, but did anything
no,
happen
no.
right after that?
Yeah, something did happen right after that. A
Well, they're
body
going
went through
somewhere.
a window.
A guy fell from the top story window of a skyscraper right in the middle of Star Square, where you guys were.
Yeah, that happens. Were we about to get on a plane to go
Like,
somewhere?
either a crime has been committed or there was a stock market crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Both
were
are
about to
safe.
head off to see Deadshot in where's
Dead-
Deadshot live?
Metropolis. He is on
He's-
vacation. there.
Yeah, he's not coming back for a couple of months.
We were planning
Yeah.
to go see him.
Was it a couple of months or was it a couple of weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks,
Right.
right. So yeah,
Did we
we're not...
wanna? Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to Metropolis, but I think we have more immediate concerns unless we just decide
we...
that body was nothing.
Have we
It's up
healed
to
up?
I mean, you're not like you're not immediately tied to this crime, and plus, I imagine you'll probably want to put a bit of space between yourselves and what's just happened, anyways.
Yeah,
Have-
but if
have
we
we
go up
healed up
there, then we have an
since last?
alibi. We were investigating that.
Okay.
That's true.
Well, we'll
Actu-
see.
I don't mind. We can start the session anyways from here.
Yeah. Have we
Um,
healed up?
Yeah, because the doctor man helped you
Sure.
out, but didn't you say that you had like lacerations which you needed to like sleep off in hospital or something?
No, I mean, the whole thing is that you're supposed to to heal anything in this game. You're kind of supposed to do hospital.
Right.
It
We
seems, but like I don't think it matters. Only because normally between sessions you'd have like a longer break, but since it's like session after session after session in the
Yeah.
universe, it makes sense that we just heal between them anyway.
Plus, you have seen the Doctor Man, and I'm sure that he
Yeah.
might have healed you before he started working on Cobblepot. So we can just say that everybody's cleared their health.
David Bowie was actually pretty unharmed.
What do you mean he took 2 harm, didn't he?
Yeah, only 2.
Oh, only
That's not too
2.
bad.
All right. All right, David, big bollocks, David Bowie. All right.
I don't know what's 2 on there.
I think it was like serious harm, wasn't it?
No.
Oh no, it's like taking a punch from a heavyweight boxer is what too.
Oh yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm sure Bowie's had worse.
I'm sure he's had much worse than that. Right. So situation then, it's 11 o'clock 11 going on to midnight. You've just left the Falcone Pizzeria where the body of the penguin currently lays on the floor bleeding out.
As we leave,
he
the
was on a
sound
table.
of the pizza
Okay.
song.
He's been left on a table then. He's
Okay.
still bleeding out. But before you even kind of got time to even react to that, you heard the kind of reaction of people outside to then hear smashing glass, and you saw a guy fall from the top window of I can't do heights in my head, but basically a very tall building right in the center of Star Square, which is Gotham's idea of, like Broadway, essentially, Times Square. But and then the guy hit the floor from this building, which is very weird. And all 3 of you kind of paid witness to that. So, question is, what do you want to do?
I feel we should investigate this.
Okay,
Yeah.
We should investigate
Yeah,
this.
we got a chance to be first on the scene.
you have got chances to be first on the scene. So,
Everyone
what-
pile into the car.
We're right outside the building.
you're going to drive 1 meter over to where this happens.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
No.
Wait, if
Actually,
we wanna,
no.
if
Frank.
we want to be able to like investigate for longer, we take the body.
What? No.
What? No. No, that
Yeah.
would make us criminals.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
No, but yeah, Frank
Just
jumps into
sling
the
it
car
over our
and
shoulders. This is evidence.
but yeah, no, Frank jumps into the car and like drives around the fucking what do you
Okay,
call it?
so 2 of them walk over. Frank takes 20 minutes to get into his car, drive over, park up his car, and then walk over to meet them.
Yes.
Okay.
And as he walks up, he says, "Well then, gentlemen, what do we have here?"
So there's a pretty big crowd of people around this body, essentially, and you don't really know too much about this guy, considering that he's basically half man, half paste at this point. His suit is pretty much ruined. His looks have been kind of smeared against the pavement. But as you look up, you see a hole within the building from when he was thrown. And from what you know about this building, it is Pantheon Enterprises, which is a business owned by a man called Maximilian Zeus, who is kind of along paths of, say, Bruce Wayne or John Daggett in regards to he's kind of the head honcho in a particular business sector. And their business sector is security. They're kind of in charge of sort of surveillance and kind of on-site bodyguard stuff for various businesses around the city. Alarms and stuff like that as well.
That's the body of the guy who just collapsed, or that's the guy who owns the tower.
That is the guy who owns the tower. I'm going to... what would you even roll to essentially know who this? I don't think you would know who this guy was, but you can kind of figure out from the general look and size of him that's not Maximilian Zeus,
Well,
who's
hey,
on the.
I got an idea. I'm gonna go up to the guy and I'm gonna kind of push my way through the crowd. And
Okay.
I am going to basically dig into his inside pocket if he has like a
Oh.
jacket on or something.
Go ahead if you
I'd
want.
also like to do something to grab the crowd's attention.
Oh, go ahead. Do that first, then.
Yeah. Step aside, everyone. It is I, Theodore
David Bowie.
Holmes.
Actually,
I was gonna say, can I have?
Do you want to take? Okay. I'll say you've taken the makeup and the hair off, but you're still wearing whatever Bowie was wearing at the time of the crime.
That's gonna be a problem because I can't use the move.
What does the move state?
I have to be wearing my glamorous wardrobe, which is kind of important to my thing. And if I don't have it,
I'm willing to bend the rules on this, considering that Bowie is a glam star.
yeah. And also,
I will say you can roll it, but at a -1. At a -1 roll.
I don't know when I'm gonna get to wear my clothes. Then I have to go back home.
That's
Could I have not gone back home between like?
Well,
The
you are
several
immediately
seconds,
investigating this situation.
No, not right now. I mean, like
Ben,
between
the GM is being nice to you. Just take it.
between Iceberg Lounge and going.
No, I'm not. You cannot have gone home during that time.
And Barnaby couldn't have brought stuff.
You don't know where Barnaby is. You sent him home.
Great. Okay, that's annoying.
Just be Sherlock.
So, am I
Bowie.
pretending to be David Bowie then, or just?
No, I'm saying you
Theodore
can roll the
wearing
move,
David
but you
Bowie's
have to roll it
clothes.
at a -1 because
Okay.
you're still wearing Bowie's clothes, but your face and hair and whatever, that's back to normal, essentially.
Also, I just want to
Okay.
mention, as this happens, Frank is actually driving up, and of course he's just
It
hitting
runs
some
over
people.
the body.
Oh, never mind. I can roll the move if I don't have my
No,
gun
it-
wardrobe. It just
not-
lets me roll it with soul instead.
He's not.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, there we go then.
Well, actually, Snake, not that body. He's not driving over that body.
He
Let's just
plows
say.
through the crowd and like says, "Disperse, citizens! I need to see the body."
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Police. Private investigating mystery. Oh, hello there, son. Can you keep an eye on my car? He says to the guy who's under his car.
What, the dead guy?
No, just another guy.
Wow.
Just
Okay, Ben, have you rolled?
I'm going to in a sec. I'm gonna do my speech first.
okay.
Step aside, everyone. It is I, Theodore Holmes. If you would be a dear, would you just, let us investigate this body? And
Hey, that's the
gonna
guy who got the bullet off in Big Belly Burger. Yeah, that's the guy that the police are looking for.
be- Oh no.
Does
anyone want to help?
Oh no, indeed, Ben. Yeah, they
Not
recognize
aiding
you.
you wouldn't even help you actually, because that's a 5.
Yeah.
No, I roll with smooth instead of soul.
But that's still rolling with -1, wasn't it?
No, while you are wearing your glamorous wardrobe, anytime you're called upon to roll plus smooth, you can. Oh wait, no, it's a different move. Never mind.
So it was a 5 then.
No, it just when you announce your presence in the beginning of the scene, roll plus smooth, and I don't have to be in my glam.
Oh, so you don't have to. Oh, okay, fine. Right, still a
So
6.
that's Hey, Frank, back up.
Does anybody want to help him out before this scene turns ugly on him?
Sure. No, Frank with his car helped out.
Okay,
as he plows through. What do I roll?
Frank, are you actually using your car for this?
I only get the attention of one person, even if this works. So that's gonna be a bit shit.
Hmm.
I'll use my car. I have 1 bond, Tim.
One more.
1 bond 1. Dave.
Go on.
No, I just thought I didn't have them in inventory. Whatever. That's a roll. That's 2d6 plus. Or it's 2d6 plus 1, right?
Yeah, because you got 1 bond.
No, can't roll this as sweet. I need to do it as
7, which is you do get it up to a 7, but you have to take the heat, essentially.
I'm in the car.
Is there anyone important in the
Hold on a
scene?
second, Frank. Wasn't your car in the shop? Oh no, you had
Oh.
a spare car. That's right. They gave you a
Yeah.
yeah. Never mind. Okay.
Is there an important looking person around in the crowd,
Okay.
Hmm.
or like at the scene? I don't know.
Good question. So is that what you got on 7 to 9? Is somebody important notices you or what?
No, I get one person. I'm just saying.
Is there
get
anybody
to pick
important at the
them.
scene of the crime? Do you want there to be somebody important at the scene of the
I
crime?
don't know. I just get to pick one person, so I'm not sure.
I would say that it's mostly just kind of movers and shakers who are down in Star Square. I would even say that a lot of them are people who were in the Ice Lounge but have since ran out after the altercation that happened a couple of moments ago. By a couple of moments ago, and I mean 50 days ago.
Well, I'll grab. I don't know. I don't know who to grab. Some random person in the crowd.
Okay. But essentially, do you just want this move to open a gap for Kane to move through? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that'll work. It's not as good as I hoped it would be, but
Okay. I will say then in this case that nobody notices that you were the guy who got a shot off in Big Belly Burger. Then, but you do capture somebody's attention who does remember you as being Theodore Holmes, the guy who rescues cats from trees and stuff.
oh,
And
okay.
yeah, they're a little bit infatuated with you, and they go, "Oh, Mr. Theodore Holmes, I never thought I'd see." And like she's a big woman, and she just kind of moves out of the way, and that opens
Bing, bada boom.
Kane a little gap if he wants to go in and have a look at this body.
Yeah.
All right. What are we?
I
You're
was
just-
intending to scope out a scene. I was gonna rifle through.
I'll say that you'll be able to do this, but I want you to roll. I want you to use charm and social grace because essentially you're doing a confidence bluff here of, hey, this is something that I should be doing, guys. Don't get involved.
So this would be soul or smooth.
Yeah, roll smooth. Just roll straight smooth.
Okay, I'm gonna fail.
Does anybody? No, I don't even think a +1 would even help you out there. Yeah, you try and push through the crowd, and they see what you're doing, and they're like, "Whoa, what the hell do you think you're doing, man? Hey, the guy's dead. Yeah, what are you doing, man?" And they're like trying to pull you back. You can try and power through if you want, but that's probably going to cause more consequences. Or you can just basically take this as I'm not getting involved kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I see they're all. I look at those two kind of giving me a thing that didn't quite work, and I instead turn. I'm gonna enter the building.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You pull yourself out of the crowd essentially before they have a chance to turn nasty. You basically make your way over to the building, and the doors are locked because it is the middle of the night and they have shot essentially, which is very weird considering the fact that somebody just got thrown out of the window.
Okay.
That window's light is on. You can see the basic lights of the kind of basic security lights in the foyer, and you can kind of make out basic details. It is just a foyer of a skyscraper building at the bottom, but it is locked currently.
I'm going to head around the back.
Okay. In that case, I would like you to roll. Roll brains to see if you find anything.
Yeah, I'm essentially looking for a back entrance. Fuck.
Yeah, you find the loading bay pretty easily. It is just a sheet door kind of metal thing. And because you got that high of a score, I will say that you are able to basically... Actually, no, I'll tell you what. There's a big old metal door for kind of ins and outs for lorries and stuff, but there's also a fire exit, and you can open it pretty easily.
Got ya.
So, did you let the other two know that you were going to do this?
I kind of made my way through the crowd pretty quickly. I don't imagine I went out of sight and really snuck away so much as... It's not that I didn't tell them, I assumed they would notice I was heading off. Because I wasn't really being secretive or trying to sneak away from them. It's just, in the time we had, I didn't verbalize that's what I was doing.
Okay, so the other two don't know. Well, unless they paid attention, they didn't know what you did. In that case, Frank and Theo, did you see what Kane did?
Yeah,
Can
no.
we roll for
Frank
it, or-
saw it. It's like, good lad.
No, I'm not going to make you roll for it. Just if you want to have seen it, you could, and if you didn't, you didn't. And whether you want to act
It's
on that
kind of a thing
information.
as I assume you two might want to go after the body. Meanwhile, Kane is more interested in getting into the building quickly.
I was
and
going to
trying
say,
to...
if you want, I can give either Frank or Theo another opportunity to try and look at the
I was
body.
gonna try and scope out the scene again. Yeah.
Okay, I will let you do that first, then before we go back to Kane, guys.
Right. So that's brains.
Which you have some of, I believe.
I have quite a few.
Whew, okay, scope out a scene. What do you
Right.
want to
I've
ask?
got quite a lot of questions I can ask.
Oh yeah, you do, because this is one of your special moves, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my superpower. Let me just have a quick look at the ones I can ask. What's the fastest escape? No, it's useless. Is there anything hidden here? Who's in charge around? Who's the person in the room? Who's the most... how long ago did the crime? Okay, how long ago did the...
I will
Like,
tell you, because
yeah,
you saw
wait,
the
no.
body fall out of the building, so at least a
Yeah.
good 2 minutes ago.
How did the perpetrator or the victim of the crime enter and leave the scene?
Well, I'll say this much: whoever threw him through the window is probably still in that. Well,
Right.
they must have done it from that room, so they
Okay.
have access to the building. So there's nowhere you haven't seen anybody leave or enter the building after this point. So they haven't really got a lot of places to hide.
Who is the most obvious suspect?
Well, there's a lot of people who are in that building. However, people who would be there after that time of night, well, probably security guards, I would imagine, who are probably going backwards and forwards. We might have a couple of secretaries who are working, in ins and dins. But from the place that they were thrown, which was right at the top of the building, where you've kind of got some Grecian statues and stuff sort of on the sides to kind of give it more of a Gothic feel, you could probably deduce so the person who was in that building is very likely to be Maximilian Zeus himself.
Yeah. And final question.
Hmm.
Uh,
If you want to ask something that isn't on that list, just as a question,
Yeah.
I can try and answer it.
I guess. Is there anything hidden here, like around the body?
Is there anything hidden here? I'll tell you what, I'll let you have what Kane was trying to get, which is basically the big woman that you're with. She starts to part the group and she's like, "Out of the way, everybody! We got a genuine investigator here, Mr. Theodore Holmes." And people are like, "Oh, Theo,
Thank you, ma'am.
oh, like that." So you get to go over to the body, and yeah, you root around on him and pull out his wallet. And what you find is a staff pass to the building. The name on the pass is Grant Icarus, who is a head of project manager. He is a financial manager for what do they? Oh, Pantheon Enterprises.
Okay.
And basically rooting around the rest of his wallet, he has a business. He has some business cards. He has some loose cash. Picture of him, his wife, and his daughters in his wallet.
Do you want to post that name in the chat, Snake?
Yes, I will.
Oh,
Put it.
James,
I'll
yeah.
put it here.
He flew too close to the sun.
Grant Icarus.
Now he dead.
Yeah. No, he flew too close to the water. That's...
Oh my god, a financial guy called Grant Icarus. Wow.
Yeah, no,
Very soft.
That's nominative determinism in action right there.
pretty much.
Right. I steal his wallet. I don't.
Wow. Okay. You take 20 quid for the.
For the trouble.
Okay. I assume you then leave the crowd at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Frankie boy, was there anything that you were doing during this time?
Not really. He's trying to stir up the crowd, keep them under wraps.
Stir up the crowd. He's doing like Rodney Dangerfield material as he's trying to lighten the mood.
Hey, what
Oh,
about
wow,
it?
you look worse than that cops.
Oh man,
I tell you, I was an ugly kid. I was so ugly they slapped my mother.
I can't believe it. Can you? Oh man.
No respect.
Dr. saw me
right.
and thought, whoa, put it back in there. He ain't done yet.
Oh, he ain't done yet.
Whoa, whoa.
What I will
Well,
say
now
then
you-
is
now
just to
I-
give Frank something to do, you see red and blue lights descend on the scene, and
And
eventually-
he hears his old theme song. That's my theme song.
wait, you don't see red and blue lights descend on the scene because they were already there because they went to the ice lounge. Huh. Funny that I forgot that.
I mean, to be fair,
detail.
they weren't like. Well, it's
So
quite.
they're just
close by.
like Frank. They just drove like 1 meter over.
What I'll
They
say
just
is
drive a
that
little bit, don't they?
they've basically put their calls in, they put in their ATBs and stuff like that, and now they're starting to head over to the scene of the crime. I would say that you recognise some of these lads, a lot younger than. Well, they're a lot younger than you. They're kind of aged into the roles since
You're bringing up their age, eh?
Yeah, no, exactly. And they certainly recognise you when they go, Frankie, you always seem to. Sorry, I'm giggling. Frankie, you always seem to turn up at all these places. What are you doing here, man?
I'm just having fun. Oh, no, I mean, stuff.
What do you mean, stuff?
Oh,
They know he's a private investigator. Maybe he's
I'm a-
just
They do
good.
know he's a
Yeah.
private investigator, but what's he doing at the scene of 2 very recent crimes is the question.
what do you mean? I wasn't at a recent crime other than this one.
Yeah, and the one that happened at... Do you know anything that happened at the Ice Lounge?
No, I don't. I never heard about her.
What I will then ask you to do is, could you please roll smooth to see if you convince these policey men if you are who you say you are?
These youngins that.
And what I will say is roll it with a +1 because they do weirdly respect you.
Yeah, no, didn't even need it.
But didn't even need it. Okay, Frankie, if you see anything weird, let us know, alright? You have a good night.
Every
And-
interaction with Frank and the police just actually destroys Kane's backstory of respecting the police.
I know.
Hey,
But what they're going to do is they're going to start heading towards the building that... Did you see Kane go into it? Or did you know that he
Yeah.
was trying to... Okay, they're now heading towards the front door with some skeleton keys. Do you want to... What do you want to do with that? Do you want to stop them?
Oh, wait! You don't want to go in there. I've heard the owner. Yeah, jalapenos.
Jalapenos? What the hell are you talking about? The old bone of the building's Maximilian Zeus.
Yeah, he had bad whiff. There's a
Bad
gas
whiff?
leak in there.
Gas? Well, I don't think he's going to have much trouble with the gas leak, Frank. He's got a big old hole in his window.
Hey, but someone's got to take care of the crowd.
Could you roll smooth on them with a +1, considering you passed the last one?
Fuck.
Yeah, they fucking look at you and they look at the crowd and they go, yeah, I guess you're right, Frankie. All right, nothing to... And they start, moving in and they're like, nothing to see here. Which will buy Kane some time. So, Kane, you are inside the building now.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of moving through the back entrances and stuff like that. What I will say is, though, roll brains for me.
This is already a
No,
very
it's-
dumb move I'm pulling, so...
That's fine.
Oh boy, no.
You go strolling into this building, not really paying much attention to what could be in there, and you kind of head onto the floor of the main kind of foyer of the building, and you don't really make a lot out because it's quite dark apart from some of the security lighting. It's a very fancy building. It's got some marble pillars. It's got like carved statue of like Grecian buff blokes on like walls and stuff. The front desk has got like a beautiful kind of golden edging to it. There are lifts kind of on the middle side of the hall, but you walk through, and because you got a 6 on brains, I want you to roll hustle at a -1.
6.
Bada bing, bada boom,
I
Frank.
failed that
Six.
too.
You trip an alarm, and the
Nice.
building starts flashing bright, like sirens are blasting at you, essentially. Those two police guys who are working over to work up the crowd, they hear that and they see red light bleeding out of the front of the building. Frank,
Damn rats! Actually, yeah, Frank just yelled, "Damn rats!"
I will say, firstly, Kane, what do you want to do based on this information?
Okay, so I'm going to assume some things, even though I'm probably quite wrong in
Go
doing
ahead.
so. I'm going to assume, I'm not wrong for this, but I'm just going to assume that the emergency alarm would either may stop the elevators, just in case that was a route of movement. I don't know. Not all buildings are quite wired that way. But I'm going to head for the stairwell.
You're going to head for a stairwell? Okay. I'm going to say you're going to have to find this, because you don't immediately know what doors lead to what. Especially in this kind of moment of panic. So, roll some brains.
Hey, hello, Frankie.
What the hell? Well, hey, I'm nearly leveled up.
You have nearly leveled up. You're opening every door apart from the stairwell. You found the back cupboard where there's some cleaning utensils. You found a couple of ground floor offices for contractors. You're kind of panicking and looking around. Meanwhile, kind of, not to your knowledge, but you're being recorded while all this is happening.
That's good.
Frank, you see those two boys are heading towards the building where the red lights are. What do you want to do?
Boys, be careful! I'm going with you.
You're going with them, okay. All right, you don't need to roll anything for that. Kane, what do you want to do while you haven't found a stairwell yet, you're struggling, and I will say that you've started to see 3 silhouettes descending on the front entrance.
Shit.
Well, boys, have you ever gone near a woman, smelt her hair?
Oh, I didn't realize I was muted. Can I do a move?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try and distract the police officers because I'm a wanted criminal at the moment.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay.
I know.
In that case, then, how do you want to distract them?
I'm gonna rush over to Frank's car.
Yes.
Get in.
Yes.
Honk the horn.
Yes.
Wait,
and
no one's touching my
shout,
baby.
"It's me you're looking for, boys."
Oh, Frank is first out.
Wow.
Actually.
Okay, this may go horribly wrong. Ben, roll smooth at a -1, please. No, just roll straight. No. Roll straight smooth. Sorry.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Okay. You
Everyone
honk the
pays
horn.
attention to me.
I will say because you got well. I'm gonna say because you do that, you honk the horn and the police officers look over. There were 2 officers, and one of them kind of puts his hand on his eyes like he's, like he's Action Man, he's got eagle eyes, and he's like, "Hey, wait a minute. Isn't it that kid who shot the bullet in Big Bell? Yeah, I think that's him. So one of the police officers is now going to go over to you and will arrest you. But one of them sticks with Frank. And
oh no, Frank's running for his car too.
What? Even though Frank's going to go join the guy who's going to
it's
arrest
his car. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's a rental. Oh no, it's a rental. That's even worse.
Okay. One guy then is going to head towards the front door with the skeleton key, and he's going to try and work his way in. But that bought Kane enough time to. What does Kane want to do?
I'm going to make one last-ditch effort to find that stairwell.
Okay, roll brains again.
If not, I've really got no other option but to fucking flee. What the fuck?
I will say, because it's a 6, I will give you an option. You can either flee or face the consequences of what's going to happen next.
Face the consequences.
Face the consequences. Okay.
We should never have investigated this body.
It was a bad idea all around.
It's gone horribly wrong.
James, hope you're ready to spend the rest of the session in jail.
Right, so...
In Blackgate, you mean?
Jeez.
Oh, fuck.
Frank and this other officer head over to Theo then. And Theo, are you just going to get arrested, or have you got
no,
any...
I'm driving.
Oh,
My...
fuck.
Frank comes out. That's a rental.
You're going to try and run away from the scene of the crime, then?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, hustle with a +1 then, because you're on 2
If
wheels.
he fails it, is he going to drive on the wrong side of the road?
Actually, he's going to drive through the building and hit you. Let's do that.
Oh my god!
So here's the thing, Theo. Not only is
Yeah.
he from the UK, so he's not used to driving on, with these sticks and gears and stuff. He never actually learned to drive, so he just keeps stalling the car.
No, I haven't learned
And-
to drive.
What's that?
I haven't learned to drive yet. That's true.
Yeah, he hasn't learned to drive yet. Because of this, the police officer, he puts his arm through the car, he pulls you out, and he puts you in handcuffs. And he looks over to Frank and he says, "Hey, thanks for that, Frankie. We've been looking for this kid all day."
Sure.
Okay, Frank's not going to try and help his buddy out? Or...
What are you talking about? That's David Bowie.
It's not David Bowie. It's a kid in a David
Yeah,
Bowie.
no, I'm Theodore at the moment. I'm just dressed like David Bowie.
It's fine, they just think that Frank has dementia.
Right. The door to the building opens and the police...
Leveled up though.
What's that?
I've leveled up.
You did level.
I'm
hey-
1 XP from leveling up.
A police officer walks in and he flashes his light at you, Kane, and he draws a gun and he says, "Right, tell me you're out. Hands where I can see them."
I put my hands up, and I say, "Hey, whoa, officer, whoa, hey, it's fine. I'm with the security team."
Okay, roll charm at a -1,
You mean
please.
smooth?
Yeah, sorry, smooth. Oh, okay. He's still going to put you in handcuffs, but he goes, "All right." No, what does he do? Okay, no, he puts the gun away, but he does produce some handcuffs and cuffs you up, and says,
Hang on, I'm not gonna submit to handcuffing. He's like walking over. To
"Oh, okay, all
Yeah.
right." Okay, he puts the gun away, but he produces handcuffs and he starts walking.
Frankie.
Wait, you're just yelling your own name now.
Okay,
No.
is Frank trying to intervene?
Yeah, he's like, no, you don't need to. Wait,
He's in the car at the moment. Is he like? He just
Wait, who is
sprinted
he
off.
helping, Kane or Theodore?
Theodore.
Okay, right.
Oh right, okay.
Okay, so he's
Yeah.
not helping Kane at all then. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Police officer puts the gun away because he doesn't think you're an immediate threat, but he produces handcuffs and starts heading towards you. What do you want to do?
It's like, I've got a really terrible idea in this sea of terrible ideas.
Well, that's okay. We seem to be making a terrible bolognese here, so might as well add some terrible parmesan to it.
I am gonna basically keep assuring him. It's like, officer, put those away. I'm with the security team, and as you can see, there's a break-in.
Yeah, I can see that, but how come you're not wearing security colors?
I look down, like I'm in,
You're in your
green
combat- you-
turtleneck. Yeah,
Yeah, you're in what you wore to the club.
like my security is under this. It's fucking cold.
Roll brains again. So that's okay. The guy is starting to warm up a little bit. He's slowing down and he's kind of playing with cuffs and he's just kind of like, "So what the hell's happening here? Who the fuck threw that guy through the window?"
I was about to go upstairs and find out.
I'll tell you what, you stay here and I'm gonna go investigate it. We don't need security guys poking around. You didn't do a particularly good job the first time.
man, the Gotham police.
So he
GCPD is
points his
then.
finger at you, being like, "Stay down," as he heads over to kind of look
To
at
the staircase that's clearly labeled staircase. The big
gonna-
sign.
You know,
Massive sign.
I doubt this guy has it in him to walk to the top of the skyscraper, taking the stairs.
He goes over to the elevators and he starts to play around with the buttons, and they aren't dead.
My
Shit.
assumption was correct.
Your assumption was correct. He also he starts looking around and he's like, "You see a fucking stairwell around here? I can't see one."
I'm gonna point to the one of the few doors I haven't tried.
Okay.
You could point him to a
You're
like.
gonna make him end
Maybe
up
point
walking
him to a
through it.
locker, yeah, and then lock him in there.
Do you want to? Do you want to do that?
Do I don't have any keys on me, so it's not like I can actually lock a door. Can I guide him to
No.
like the nearest door that is like a locker, and then do a thing where I put a door in front of the put a chair in front of the handle?
I'll say you can do that, but you need to roll. I'll say that you can point him towards the door and do that, but if you want to lock him in, you're gonna have to roll hustle.
All right, should I just point him towards the door and he like do the smart thing and maybe run away, or should I point him towards that and lock him in? Like this is the comedy. I'm asking my compatriots.
Okay.
Go for it.
Go for.
It'd be funny.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fun.
All right,
Snake,
yeah.
remember the words of Gordon.
It's funnier this way.
It's funnier this way.
Can't
Funnier
believe
this
Gordon
way.
said that.
Okay, roll hustle.
I mean, it's not
Not the worst.
What
buys
the
a
fuck?
little time, maybe.
You stumble, hesitate, or flinch under pressure that teaches you offer you a worse outcome parking an ugly choice. What I'll say is that you point the guy towards the cupboard, and what you can do is you can either put the door in place, but you can hold the door and you can hold the chair and no, what am I trying to say? Essentially, man, this is hard.
Yeah.
Because essentially you're doing this as quick as possible to try and be. I'll say this much: if you're trying to put the door in place to kind of make a breakaway, I will say that you can do that. But if you're trying to do it so you can buy a bit more time to investigate this building, I'm gonna make you roll brains, find the door that you're looking for, and once this guy breaks out, you are going to the pokey.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Brains again. This is fucking.
Wow.
This is the
Okay.
worst. Why am I gambling so much on these fucking horrible odds I've been having?
Okay.
This fucking happened in, yeah, this fucking happened in dungeon. Well, fuck me.
Oh my god.
Oh, I leveled
What the
up.
hell? The guy kicks the door open, and having noticed what you were doing, he produces his gun, he clocks it back, and he goes, "Right, you're coming with me." So, you can either submit and be arrested, or he will shoot.
Gonna fucking leg it. I just.
Okay,
like
cool.
an idiot.
Roll hustle at a -1, then, please.
Yeah, he doesn't really have the gun pointed at me. Oh fuck! I've been shot.
Yeah, he's going to shoot you. He's gonna smoke your ass. What am I gonna roll for that though? Okay, I'll do it.
it.
I
Yeah,
think
I'll
you
just-
just deal damage.
Yeah.
However
like,
much
if they
harm a
fail
pistol
the-
does, which in this case is 2 harm, but I have 1 armor, so
Yeah.
If they fail the roll, you can take an ugly, like, you just do something bad to them.
yeah.
Okay.
them up.
Right. He's gonna shoot you in the leg, and you're gonna hit the ground. But I will give you the chance to continue legging it if you roll hustle again.
Yes, well.
Okay.
Like, I can't believe you got yourself in a situation like this.
Okay. You can escape, but
I'm leaving a trail, I imagine.
He drops his lucky charm.
I tell you what. You can submit and take no more damage, or escape and take 1 more harm.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, he gets another shot off on you as you run away, and it clips you in the shoulder.
Oof.
And you are bleeding big time, but you manage to go out the front entrance, and I'm going to say that Frank sees what happens. And
I'm with Theodore.
yeah, but
Let's not see what happens.
Theodore's being taken away in a paddy wagon.
Let's just
Oh,
say
that-
let's just say we can have Frank
Oh,
decide for himself,
oh.
but I fucking leg it into Gotham and probably make my
Oh.
way from. I'm probably making my way
Oh,
towards the
Theodore's
office.
already being carried away. Like, I thought.
Yeah, Theodore got arrested. He's
Oh, because Frank was gonna bullshit the story that he's under Gordon's protection.
oh wow. Okay, please do that then.
Yeah.
Roll.
He's like,
roll.
no,
Roll smooth on that, please.
stop, younglings. I gotta tell you, you can't tell this to anyone. This is classified, but James Gordon put this young boy under my restriction. We need him to help solve a very important case.
Okay.
There's a drug ring he's involved in.
Leads his way to the night officers. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. In that case, then, Theo, have you got your gun on you?
I don't. Did I use it in the?
You didn't.
Pretty sure I did.
You didn't
Bring
use it, but the question is did you bring it with you?
I feel like I said I didn't.
Okay, maybe
I remember saying that.
Maybe Barnaby has it.
In that case, then they're gonna let him go, but on the condition that Frank needs to produce that weapon and bring it to the GCPD.
Absolutely. No worries. Gordon knows me. I'm the most reliable guy there is.
Well, we need some reliable people in this town, but you tell
Yeah.
that kid over there his days of shooting around are over.
Yes, don't worry.
Did the penguin have a gun on him?
The penguin had a shitload of guns.
Did he have one on him?
No. He was a bit stupid. He didn't really have any weapons on him at
I was
all.
gonna grab his and be like,
Actually,
"Here it is."
It's a character flaw. The penguin. He can't stop. Weapon stealing, but he actually is afraid of shooting
For
guns
some reason, I
himself.
thought you were going to say you can't stop burping, and I don't know why that popped into my head.
I mean, that is a funny character quirk.
That is, and in fairness, it is funnier that way. Right. So, what situation are we in currently? One, Kane is currently bleeding out and hobbling his way
I
through
do
Gotham.
technically only have 2 harm thanks to my armor, but yeah, not great. Not great.
Oh yeah, Frank sees that and says, "Oh my goodness, we need to." He runs over.
Well, Frank, I'm heading home for the night.
No, you're not. We need to take this man to hospital.
No,
Oh,
you,
God.
No,
you sure?
No, I'm
I
going
don't-
to my buddy. Second time today. We need
No,
Well,
this.
he's still in the restaurant, isn't he?
No, he sent the buddy home, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, did he?
yeah.
Already.
Actually,
Frank, I'm heading
actually no.
home.
I'm going to his business, not to the
No,
office.
this stops here. Frank drags both of you into his car, into his
Oh.
rental.
No,
Barnaby's not
no,
here.
you don't. I
Wait,
ran
what?
off.
No, I'm running after you. No, I'm getting in my car
Are we,
running
doing,
after
are
you.
we now doing PvP for seeing what happens?
Doing PvP for him doing the stupid thing of dragging me to a hospital where I will be arrested. Versus
I'll tell you what,
my
though, it would be
buddy.
pretty funny. So, what I'll say is that if you want to decide this, both of you roll 2d6, and whoever gets the highest number
Wait, is
gets
he
what
taking
they
me
want.
too?
Actually, Snake.
I'll just
are
roll
you-
86 and see.
Snake, are you actually okay with this, or do you?
I
actually
feel we should put this to a roll. I like that
Okay.
idea of putting it
Okay.
to a fucking roll.
Ben,
So-
you can roll as well if you want.
You,
Okay.
I jeez, Swede, you better roll a 2 as well.
He's gonna get.
Right, so I win, and I can fuck off.
Okay, Ben, but what did you want?
Oh, I want to get on a tram and get home.
Okay, you get on the tram.
I'm stressed out.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Right, so Frank, you get what you want then.
Yeah,
you
Frank is like, no, we gotta take you to hospital.
No, what I'm going to say is that Frank does catch up to him in his car and does get him in the car, but getting him to the hospital, that's between what happens in between rolls now.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I like see you pulling up in the car, and I'm like, I'm legging it from the scene, and you get me in the car, and you're like, right, I'm going to the hospital. It's like, no, we're not. We're not going to hospital. I got a guy for this.
You got a guy? Oh, you got a private doctor. Okay.
You just met him.
Yeah,
Where is he?
I give him like directions to his like quote unquote office practice in Bath.
What I'm going to say is this then. Because you've already called him out once tonight, and essentially you undid his work because you just stuck a knife in Cobblepot anyways, there is going to be... I'm trying to think of what a downside to this could be, because I feel like saying, oh, he's going to like charge you a shitload of money for this, but we don't even use money in this game, so that doesn't even feel like much of a thing. So what I'm going to say is that if you use them again, there's going to be a cooldown of at least one game before you can use them again.
He's
Right.
going
Well,
on
I mean-
holiday.
I will say there is money in this game. It just hasn't come up that much.
Because we don't use it. Okay.
Well, we could.
I did. I paid for the. Well, I didn't pay for the weapons after what I did. So
That's
You
true.
tried to charge me in the last session, but I just said Barnaby can fuck
My,
off home and I'll go.
I got
yeah,
40
but yeah,
I
of
paid
course.
$1 for something.
Of course, I just gotta say, Frank takes the long way to him.
Oh,
Why?
nice. While I'm bleeding, just to be a
Y-
dick.
just to be a fucking bastard.
Actually, he stops by a donut shop. He's like, "You want donuts?"
I want to see the guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Vanilla, or do you want sprinkles on yours?
Can I just
Oh
can I
my
just kill Frank? Actually, yeah, while Frank's in the donut shop, I just gotta shift over to the driver's seat and drive off.
Okay, you can do. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I do. While he's in there getting donuts, I just quickly grab a sheet of paper, just write, I'll return it tomorrow, and I just put it where I just drop it out the window and just drive off.
Good.
Oh, actually, Frank. Oh, here's the best part. Frank goes outside and it's just, no, my rental. A note. I'll return it tomorrow. Oh no. Someone stole my car
Freaking
along
stole
with
my
Kane.
car.
Someone stole. I got a file a missing person report. Wait. Actually, Frank is like, no, I don't want. I'm gonna have to take public transit.
Oh my god.
I haven't taken it.
Frank, you're a pig, so you go onto the train and you're gonna have a big combat encounter now. No.
I have not been on a public public transport since she died.
Which she? All she's?
Um,
One of
I
his
feel like-
wives were hit by a errant runaway train.
No, one of his wives was tied to a train by a Victorian villain.
Frank got one of his wives killed in a trolley problem.
oh, fuck,
The
what is
Joker actually set up a trolley problem using the trams in Gotham.
No, we can't
Frank
make-
somehow
okay,
just hit the switch just in time to make it drift on both
No.
tracks.
that? Okay,
Yeah, it flipped over and killed everyone.
okay. I feel that's not his. It wasn't his wife. It was one of his. An old flame of his.
Oh no.
Because I've already written up sixth wife. I can't be arsed to write up more.
Okay, that's fine.
I like the idea that Frank has just only been married time.
But he's had so many flings.
Oh yeah.
They all
You know,
end in
during
just
Kane.
horrible tragedy.
Yeah, that's so he can get a new one every movie. I mean,
So he can get a new one, like he's buying a new fucking car every time.
no,
I'm trading up my television.
Yeah,
boy.
the last girlfriend that died, he just went, "Oh no, that was a rental."
Oh shit! I had on a PCP. How's that gonna work?
well, yeah, Frank has to go on a
I can
bus.
imagine most days we walk into the office and he's just flipping through magazines of Thai brides.
Actually, Frank goes to the bus and is like, hello there. You seem a bit tired to the driver.
he goes to a bar and he goes up to like an older glamorous woman and he's like, "I'm a widow." He puts his hand out and it's just covered in rings. Every finger has a ring on.
No, he just goes,
It's like an abacus, just covered in rings.
you may know me. I'm
He
Frank Gibbs.
clatters so loudly.
He can't bend his fingers. He's like a fucking android.
But yeah, he just goes, I'm Frank Gibbs. I can drive instead of you for a while.
Right.
I can handle a bus.
Is this the worst session so far?
Yes.
There's many sessions still to
May I
come.
roll-
It has been a while since we played, but that's okay. But what I
I'm
will
just
say
talking
is
about
that
the luck of
James,
the dice.
do I get to? Can I get to roll to convince the bus driver to let me drive?
why?
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 Frank feels weird being in a vehicle that he's not driving.
All right, I will say this can be the last roll you do before we then cut to whatever's next,
Yeah,
because I
sure.
feel like we need to wrap this night up. I don't mean this session. I just mean this weird evening.
Oh no!
You go to grab the wheel, and the bus driver slaps your hand, and he's
Oh.
looking at you like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, Frank just sits down. It's like
Frank just bursts out crying at the front of the bus.
no. He sits next to an old lady and just says, "This is my first time taking the bus since
It's like
my
that scene in The
ex-girlfriend
Simpsons,
died."
I'm riding on a bus. Aren't you that guy that everybody hates?
Oh no, I'm Monty Burns.
I'd like to. Can just because like I've leveled up right at the start of the session, can I take my new?
What I'm going to
How
say is
many
because
XP
it's a
do we
new
need-
day, and
need
if
again
anybody
to-
wants to level up, they can.
Okay,
What,
I've
how
taken a
much
fang.
XP would you need again to level up?
Your whatever your current level is +5.
So 1 6.
I leveled up earlier than I thought.
Wait, yeah, no,
Two
yeah,
it's
no.
my level plus 2 plus 5, so yeah, now I'm level 3. Now it would be 8.
Did I?
Right, James. I would
Yeah,
like,
I'm just gonna roll it over.
and you can tell me no if you want. I'd be upset, but you can. I would like an animal companion,
Okay, what animal though?
a dog.
That's fine.
And his name's gonna be Toby, because
Okay,
the dog in Sherlock Holmes. I just googled it.
Toby Carvery, right?
Fuck, where is...
And I'm
Toby
gonna find this
Maguire.
dog on my. So I'm on my way back home. I'm walking to the tram stop.
Okay.
On my way, I see this little dog. It's a Chihuahua.
Oh god. I'm gonna shoot it.
I'm gonna
It's a
say this,
Chihuahua.
Ben. If you're finding dogs on the way home in Gotham City, it's either gonna be a wild Alsatian or like it's gonna be like some kind of pit dog.
No, I I pick it up and I hear this. In the distance I hear a woman screaming for something.
Okay.
I don't really put two and two together that she might be looking for her dog that she's just lost.
You've just kidnapped some woman's dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I take that dog and I'm, oh hello, oh I call you Toby.
just barks, just squawks at you.
Yeah, it's a yapper. It's gonna be great.
It's a big yap.
You're gonna be like Barnaby, but better.
His name's Toby Carvery, right? Let me make a note of that.
Is it Toby Carver?
Yeah, his name is
think it is
Toby
just
Carvery. Theo has a dog now.
A Chihuahua.
Can't believe. Oh, that's unfortunate.
You know that Chihuahuas aren't very good, like useful, like
No, all they
fact-sniffing
do is-
dogs, which is
No,
what
I know,
imagine.
which is gonna be great whenever I try to use it.
You just want a
But-
comedy dog.
All they
Okay.
do
Well,
is like
it does
I
shake
can't
it.
believe this is now a version of Beverly Hills Chihuahua. But with Sherlock
It does.
Holmes.
It does. It
I
does
can't
have
believe
moves.
I can't believe it's a version of Beverly Hills Cop and he's blacked up.
When you give your animal companion a command
Theo
in
in
stressful situation,
blackface.
roll plus move. On a 7 to 9, pick one. They pick 3, or essentially it just does stuff.
It just does tricks. Okay, that's fine.
Well, not
So-
not tricks, but like I can get it to try and do stuff, and if I roll badly, which will happen a lot of the time, it's
Right.
just gonna do nothing.
Because you're covered in
Maybe I'll take a
blood
shit on the floor.
from all this action that's happened. That's why the dog's into you. He thinks you're like a big sausage. So yeah, he jumps into your arms. He's yapping at you. He's licking your face. He's your bestest friend in the whole world now.
Right, perfect.
Snake, what special ability have you gone for? Please don't say another dog.
Please give me time to think about that because I.
That's
have
fine.
not
Do you
decided yet.
if you want to say it during the session, that's fine, depending on what it is.
Yeah, so I'm just going through level up options and I am struggling to decide.
That's fine. Frank, did you level up?
Yes, I have leveled up.
Oh wow!
I actually have leveled up.
Do you want anything, or do you want to wait, like Snake?
I'm trying to. Oh, actually, I'm gonna wait that.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. So, it's the next morning then, after what's been a very eventful day.
You could
Of-
say that.
Eventful night.
A very eventful evening that capped off a pretty eventful day. Guns were fired, mysteries were looked into. A lot of guns, basically. Investigating guns, finding guns, shooting guns, getting around guns, getting shot by guns. It's a very gun-heavy day overall, but basically, you're all back in the office now, and everything's relaxed. You know, you feel calm. Like you finally have a few moments all to yourselves to kind of figure stuff out. And what I will say is that Barnaby's back.
In the
There's no-
morning, do I not see him when I go home?
You don't
So I was
live
gonna
with
say I'd probably knock on his door.
You get no response.
Right. Okay, that's a bit weird.
It is a little bit weird. That being said, obviously, I need to know a little bit about if you have ideas in mind for Barnaby, go ahead. But I'm just kind of,
I
I'm
don't know. You
treating
seem
him.
to have got an idea for him, so like, I know. I think he's gonna start to get resentful.
Not that much. No, he's just kind of. He's just gonna kind of have his own little adventures. Essentially,
That's fine.
he's in
I do
Gotham
think.
City. He's in the city. He's in the biggest city
Yeah.
in the world. You know.
I have picked my
I do think
ability.
at
It's
some
very
point-
boring.
Okay, what is that ability?
Tougher than leather, which is basically just you have +1 armor, either by your choice of kung fu training, special metal bracelets, or reflect bullets, or maybe you're just too badass to feel the pain. I think it's just natural pain tolerance in Kane's case. He's just simply too stubborn.
He got shot through the spine, and it severed that part of his body that makes him feel pain. Like the bad guy in the world is not enough.
So how are you healing up then?
Well, I got patched up by an army bird, and now I can't use him for a while.
A sesh.
Oh wow. For does he get all his HP back?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, why not? Why not give him all his health back?
I mean, I'm probably. I mean, I'm gonna be. I did just get shot the other night, so I've probably got big bandages on me and shit.
Yeah, you got bullets dug out of you. You got big old wounds. You're not feeling too great. I mean, I could say like all your health back -1, but
So it actually flips around due to an underflow, and now I'm just dead. I just explode.
yeah, it's like what's his face, Gandhi in
Yeah.
Civilization. No,
Maximum
I mean as in
aggression.
like 7 out of 8 pips rather than 8 out of 8.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
then
say,
you have
like,
got this new move that says tougher than leather, so I don't know. Maybe you can have a full heal. I think that makes more
No,
sense.
well, I mean, this is just more armor, so this is just toughness going forward.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 7 out of 8. Yeah, whatever. 7 out of 8 health, then I guess you can have.
So I have 2 armor now, and I have 1 out of 8 harm.
Cool. Theo, I'm guessing hasn't healed. Oh, he already healed up at the beginning of the session.
yeah, I
You-
haven't been hurt since.
Yeah.
My feelings got hurt, but I don't.
I mean, I've got bigger wounds to deal with, like the fact that I was on camera, and the policeman
That's
saw
a
me.
bit of an issue.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm off the hook now. I just need to take my gun to them, I guess. Which I brought into the office, and I'll take that to them at some point.
So you knock his door. Barnaby's not home, but you just kind of shrug your shoulders at that because he's a bit of a weirdo. Anyways, he gets into his own scrapes. But you're all back in the office tomorrow. Everything's nice and calm.
I'm a bit late because I've been buying dog food and all the essentials, and
Have you brought the dog with you?
yes.
Have you introduced the dog to the rest of the team?
Okay, I'll do that now. Everyone, meet my new companion. Better than the last one. Doesn't ask questions. Toby.
My God. A rat.
Kane
Is it a
just
treat?
like raises his eyes from the newspaper, sees that, and just goes right back to the newspaper.
Oh my God.
And I have a
Kane.
little satchel that I hold him. Oh no, wait.
You've got a papoose.
What if it?
You
What
got
if-
a
yeah, what if he
pierce,
has a
not a
papoose?
pierce dog.
What if I
Kane,
carry him around? with a
Look at my
papoose?
Gucci man bag with my doggo
Yeah,
in it.
no, it definitely has that.
Hey, grab my
I'm-
man bag, says Kane as he grabs his nuts.
And he's a little scruffy. He's a bit scruffy. He's a black chihuahua.
Actually, so here's the thing. Frank hasn't noticed him until about just suddenly. Kane, you're alive. I thought you got kidnapped.
What? No.
My car.
Oh no, I borrowed it.
You can't borrow my rental. I'm
Bro,
borrowing
did
it.
you not even notice your car was parked outside the office today?
Yeah. Well, it's not his car. It's
Oh,
a
I threw
rental.
you the keys. I just gotta take out the keys and toss them across to you.
Don't do that.
I needed to get patched up. You stopped for fucking donuts.
Yes,
He looks like
donuts
this, by
is
the way.
important.
So is getting
You-
patched up after you get shot.
That's a pretty good looking. Is that a Chihuahua or is that a Pomeranian?
That's a
Oh no, it is
chihuahua.
a Chihuahua. Weird. Man, they just
Wow,
got the
that is
biggest.
the least ugly one I've seen, and that's... I mean, it's not a high bar considering they're exceptionally ugly animals, but...
And it's fucking smug.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that
that's like Yoda.
He's
Toby
maybe a bit
Carver is a
uglier than
really
that.
smug looking dog. He constantly looks dope. What I will say is, as well, is that he jumps out of the man bag and sniffing that you've got 2 big bullet holes on you, he's going to go over and try and lick the bullet holes.
I don't kick it away, but I'm like, pushing it away with my foot. And I'm just like saying,
he's probably yapping at you.
Meanwhile, Frank, opening his drawer where he usually pulls out the booze, he pulls out a bottle of rat poison.
Just starts pouring it on the floor.
Wow, that's dark.
He's like, "Don't worry, I'll take care of this rat."
He's gonna start scratching at the floorboards where I've hidden the guns.
He actually won't eat that. He only eats the highest class of food. Actually, I tried to give him some wet dog food, but he wouldn't have it. He turns his nose up at anything that doesn't cost about $20.
Oh, there you go. There's a useful money system.
Damn! I got
that one out.
Actually, Frank says, "Dang, I got this rat poison on sale for 19."
Then a dog can tell that you're a penny pincher.
He's also wearing a little shirt.
Barnaby turns up and he's kind of looking a bit sheepish. He's looking around the door and he's like, "Hey, can you come over here a second?"
Oh, another rat.
Did he say Frank?
No, mate, as in Theo.
Oh yes. Give me a second, boys. Hi, Barnaby.
Hi, mate. Can I bring my girlfriend in?
Yeah, Kane just looks up from the newspaper again.
Have you made a friend with a dog too? It's a bit weird, Barnaby. I know you're into that sort of thing a little, but
No, not like that. No, it's just like. Can she come in?
like a human.
Yeah.
Can I?
Kane just goes back to his newspaper. This has taken too long.
I suppose so, but she can't stay long. We are in the middle of important business.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Eat
Bye,
that
Julia, you can come in.
damn rat poison.
Barnaby wobbles his way into the office. He's wearing a green pullover today, not a red one. That's how you know it was a Wednesday. And following behind him is a... let's just say that Barnaby is very much punching above his weight. It is a quite a good-looking mixed-race woman with... yes, Frank. What
Frank
idea do you have?
Hey, Caesar, and then suddenly, narration. There, she stepped in.
She had legs that went on forever.
Legs
that going.
Legs that would never stop. Hair that just flowed with a majestic black hair.
Barnaby, I must ask, do you actually have the money for her?
Her skin silky smooth. And
What are you talking about, mate? She's my girlfriend. This is Julia. Say hello, Julia. She just kind of makes like a very small wave. Kind of isn't really paying attention. She's got a copy of Vogue with her. She's currently reading through that at the moment, but she's holding hands with Barnaby because they're in love.
Frank kicks Barnaby out now, but he's like, "Hello, madam."
Barnaby, go. She can stay.
That's honestly.
How'd you like to be wife number 8?
Hey, that's the angle I feel Frank.
Lucky number 7. Here we go.
He's like, hello, lady. Welcome to Gotham Night. Do you need a problem? Have you lost something? You need to find something? Perhaps something in love?
She kind of looks up at you and she's kind of grinning, and then she whispers over to Barnaby, and he's like, "No, he's not my dad."
Huh? I'm not that old, am I? He starts looking for wrinkles.
Kane just looks
you
up
look
from
in the mirror
newspaper
and
again
you don't
at you
recognize
and
the man
looks
who's looking back at you.
it.
Who are
Well,
you?
this is a bizarre turn of events. Anyway,
Who are you? What? No, who are you? Why you? Kane, cancel my appointment. There's a man in the mirror taunting me.
I can't believe this. He's like within 3 sessions, he's gone from some level of idiocy to Homer Simpson brain dead.
Into a senile old man. Okay.
It's the dementia acting up.
I'm guessing that you're probably okay. But Theo, what have you
Holmes
done?
pulls out some earplugs and gives them to her. We're going to be discussing important matters. Would you please put these in?
She kind of looks between all of you like, who the fuck are these? And then she looks at Barnaby and says, Oh, okay, we'll probably go for lunch or something then, mate. We're gonna go for sandwiches. Do you want anything?
Yes, I would like a big bacon sandwich. One you
Big
can really,
bacon sandwich.
a big meaty one you can really take a bite out of.
If you
get
could
what I
get me
mean.
another weapon, that'd be good. I have to give up this gun.
Oh, did you bring the gun with you to give to Frank?
Yeah.
Wow, that was very respectful of you.
Not something shooty this time. It's gone poorly in the past. I don't know. Maybe not a knife. I'm not really sure. Just look at me and
quick
think.
question:
What would
did
suit
Barnaby
me?
know that you brought a gun with you?
To where?
It's in the Gotham City.
America.
Yeah.
Okay. Ben, you know how I was saying that I don't know how much room that I want to give Barnaby to give him more of a character or whatever?
Hmm.
Because I kind of have an idea in mind for him, but I don't know whether you would like it or not, even though I think it'd be really funny.
Okay, go on.
You've already given him a woman who's spying on us.
She's not spying. She don't give a shit. She's just there reading a copy of Vogue and chewing bubblegum.
I don't think there's more going on here.
Could Barnaby's dad be the chief constable of fucking Manchester or something like that? Can his dad be like a big cop guy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So he sees that big gun and he's just like, "Right, where did you get that weapon from?"
I brought it from the UK. Do you not remember? It's my father's.
My father.
My father. Yeah, but I didn't think I've seen it before, but I didn't think you were. Hey, if you get caught with that, you're gonna get into massive trouble.
Oh, it's alright. I'm giving it away today.
Okay, who are you giving it away to?
The police.
Mate, how did the police find out that you've got a weapon? Oh, if my dad found out, oh, you'd be in so much trouble, mate.
Yeah, it's a good job your dad's not a cop here, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, I suppose so, innit? Well, listen, try and get rid of it as quickly as possible, yeah? And we'll get you like a baseball bat or something. Because at least then that's not like a real weapon, is it?
You got a cricket bat, maybe? Do they sell those in this country?
He looks at his girlfriend, Julia. She just shrugs her shoulders. I don't know. I don't think they got cricket over here, mate.
Rounders?
Julia looks at him and he just shrugs his shoulders. It's like, I don't even know what that is.
What about an umbrella that works as a sword? That'd be cool.
Okay, we'll have a look in an antique shop for you and we'll see how we get on, okay?
All right. Thank you very much, Barnaby.
Okay, they head off for...
wait. Before they head off, I just, say the first words of the day to them, which is, I'll have a Reuben.
I'll have a Rick Reuben. Okay, and Frank, what's your order? Oh yeah, no, big bacon sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Theo, what was your order? Oh no, you wanted a sword umbrella, right? But do you want a
That's
sandwich
not a
as well?
sandwich. Unless, I guess an umbrella sword is technically a sword sandwich. With the umbrella.
Maybe he asked for that, and they do have a signature sandwich, which is called the umbrella sword.
And a buttered croissant, please.
A butt. He's eating like okay. Right, he goes off hand in hand with his girlfriend then, which is a little bit weird. Where did Barnaby get a girlfriend from? I don't know. I hope she's not spying on you guys. That'd be very weird. But anyway, so all three of you got some time to chat about whatever you want, really.
So what we doing?
I gotta go and ask about those. I gotta go and ask about that handgun. Serial numbers. I dropped it off with other Theo the other day.
Ah, yes. You told me about that, I believe.
Frank, what about you? What do you want to do?
Well, I feel we need to investigate this somehow. Okay, sorry.
You know what? I'll also ask Barnaby if he can get some.
You get a
some
knock
plain-
on the door, which interrupts you. I'm sorry for interrupting you all.
It's
So you
alright.
get a knock on the door, which is very weird on this time of day. Because I mean, who's coming to look at business? Maybe Barnaby locked himself out. Who's going to have a look?
Well, the dog's yapping, so I'm gonna follow it.
Dog's big fuck time yapping. You're going to the door, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Barbara Gordon.
There she stepped in. Red hair.
She doesn't like me, I think.
Legs
that
that went
go
on
on.
longer than the last set of legs.
She doesn't look particularly happy, anyways. And behind her are two Gotham City police officers She looks in the room, and then she looks at Kane, and she says, and she sighs, and she goes, Mr. Kane Cott, I'm afraid that you're under arrest for the murder of a John Doe, Oswald Cobblepot, and a Grant Icarus. And she produces some paperwork, and she says, you don't have to say anything now, but anything that you do say may be used against you in a court of law. And
I will tell them that I know. I told them who Grant Icarus was, like the guy.
oh, what? He just said this to a police officer earlier.
No. I told those two.
Oh, okay. You told
I
him about
explained.
Grant Icarus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frank just says, "Don't worry, Kane. I'll hook you up with the best lawyer I know."
She produces a pair of
Bastards.
handcuffs. What do you want to do?
I feel like the campaign's about to take a very steep turn if I fucking go the route I'm about to go.
Okay.
This is gonna get very difficult.
Wait. Frank Gibbs goes out. Wait a minute. What's your proof that he did it?
Yo, what's your proof?
You'll
Shut up.
find out. She heads over to you, and she produces the handcuffs, and then she whispers under her breath, play along.
Okay. Right,
And,
I do.
So
I
I
do
hand
play
over my
along.
gun. I'm like,
Oh, you
"Here's my
just hand her a
by the
gun?
way." No, I don't hand her the gun. I hand one of the police officers a gun.
What's this for?
I was told to give him my gun. I'm not allowed it, apparently.
Okay, thank you. He takes the gun off, he slips it in his pocket.
That's brave, kid. I could have never given up my gun. or my
Yeah,
other gun.
so they cuff old Doobie Doo, Kane, and yeah, they're walking you out of the office. Do the other two want to do anything?
Yeah, no, Frank's gonna follow. Like,
Yeah,
I
we're
demand to know to where you're taking him.
Taking him down to GCPD. We want to ask him some questions.
Oh well, you're in luck because I am his lawyer.
We all know. We all know that isn't true.
Yeah, all three of them kind of look at you like,
Okay,
What?
he won't talk until I get him his lawyer.
well, if you can produce a lawyer for him, that's great. Just tell him to go down to the GCPD.
Oh my god! Theo's gonna walk in dressed as David Bowie as a lawyer,
Hello,
and he's
my
gonna
name
get me like the death penalty. Trying.
have just-
Bowie, attorney
I've
at
just
law.
made a good point that I've.
Actually,
I was actually
he
present when he killed Cobblepot.
actually. So Frank just goes, Barbara, may I speak to you in private for a second?
Okay, the two officers continue to take Kane down to the police car, and
What are
she
you
stays
doing?
behind.
What are you doing? I thought you wanted our help, but you're arresting my men.
Frank, believe me, I'm not taking him in because I want to, because I need to, because we need to ask him some questions. But hopefully this won't interfere too much with your investigation. But
I need him. He's my muscle.
Well,
You know how it is.
if you're lucky, maybe you'll get him back. But for now, you and Theo are going to have to continue to tie this thing up. And I will say, considering that there is eyewitnesses that you were there yesterday night at the Ice Lounge, to try and keep more of a low profile.
Oh, I'm not. Though.
I
They don't
saw-
know I was there.
I sound
No,
never
but
heard
she
of her.
knows that Frank was there.
Yeah, I know.
For some reason,
David Bowie
for
too.
some reason, there's an APB out for David Bowie.
Yeah, that was weird.
Meanwhile, in Hollywood, David Bowie is like, "Oh man, I can't do a Bowie."
He's just in his
Oh, man.
Texan face.
Well, no, he's doing his character from Twin Peaks, which was like a Texan detective guy
Isn't Twin Peaks like several
in the
decades-
80s. Yeah, it's a bit far off.
He was warming up for the role in '77.
Yeah, David Lynch said to him, "Right, I'm working on this. I'm working on a Razorhead, but my big project is eventually I'm going to do a TV series for NBC, and I want you to be part of it in some capacity, but not the actual TV series. I want you to be part of the film that comes out 5 years after the series finishes."
Get ready
so-
for Fire Walk with me.
Yeah, please get ready for Firewalk. Please be excited for Firewalk with me. So Frank, yeah, she basically says that to you, and do you want to try and stop her from taking Kane away, or
No,
what?
it's like you know what? Against his better judgment, he's gonna trust the Barbara Gordon. He knows her.
Against his better judgment, he is going to trust a police officer. Wow.
Well, let's be honest here. Frank is the 70s. Frank's obviously sexist.
Good throwing detail there. It's like, all right, have best of luck there, chick.
He's like, he's like one of those guys who does the Civil War reenactment just so he can say the N word.
Just,
Oh,
look,
that's a detail.
Listen
Frank has
listen
been
to
in
me,
Civil War.
sweetie. I think I know police work.
Hey, sugar tits, all right? You make the coffee, I'll ask the questions, okay? And she slaps her ass. She just giggles at that. She's like, oh, Frank, you old pig.
Right.
Theo, before Kane gets taken away, is there anything you want to do?
Is he allowed food there? We have a sandwich on the way.
Don't worry, he'll be taken care of. You keep that sandwich warm.
That's a
okay?
euphemism. I'm going to be shot in the head in the GCPD basement.
And then put
Oh, that's
between
okay.
2 pieces of bread.
We
Yeah,
have made him a
taste.
sandwich. That's the photo they send back.
Theodore's got nothing.
Theodore has got nothing. Nobody's really got anything. Christ.
It's okay, Kane.
I mean,
Well,
until,
do you know what the sad
Barbara
thing
Gordon,
is
until
that-
Barbara Gordon said play along, my plan was to dive out the window and flee to prove my innocence, but...
I thought your plan was to shoot Barbara Gordon, but I was thinking,
No, I wasn't gonna
no,
shoot-
hold on, let's maybe throw a life raft here, just in case.
I wasn't going to start shooting. I'm not going to shoot police officers. My plan was to run away.
Okay, fair enough.
I will give you that with Kane, is that he will probably definitely never shoot at law enforcement ever.
Do you know what
regardless
I
of
will
threat
say,
level.
though? Even though that I did whisper it to Kane, Theo and Frank technically shouldn't have heard that.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. Even better. All right.
He's still thinking about lawyering up, but he's not sure about it.
Lawyering up.
Lawyer up, soldier.
Lawyer up. Ding, ding, ding. Right. You take a nice scenic drive down the streets of Kingston all the way into Bath and eventually get taken to the GCPD, a building that you recognize very well. You spent 8 years of your career working for them, then another 2 after you came back from the NAM. But you've never gone in on the other side of the law, essentially. You're taken through corridors which you famously have taken criminals before, past some of the holding cells, and you are led straight into an interrogation room. It has got double-sided glass, it's got shuttered windows, all the kind of gubbins that you would expect from that kind of thing. A smoky atmosphere, people have been having cigarettes in there, and there is a big old tape recorder which is running currently as she sits you down. And she kind of waves away the other 2 police officers, and she kind of looks at you, and she goes, I want you to tell me everything that happened between the hours of between 22 hours and 1 a.m. yesterday and this morning.
I work for the Gotham Knights Detective Agency. We are doing a private investigation into the shooting of Bruce Wayne.
She kind of makes a waving hand motion as you say that at you.
We
She's
arrived...
like,
Kane just talks.
Okay, fine, cool.
We arrived at the Ice Lounge as an investigation we are conducting led us into the business of Oswald Cobblepot. It's there we managed to achieve a meeting with the man.
Mm-hmm.
Partway through the meeting, one of his bodyguards turned on him and attacked him. He was hit in the chest with a knife. We managed to exfiltrate him from the building. However, he later succumbed to his wounds in the next building over.
Kind of nods at that, and then she sort of kind of makes a hand motion of like, and then what happened?
We exited the building in which he passed, and it was moments later that another body collapsed onto the street from the Maximilian Zeus building.
She nods, and at that point, she starts producing some photographs. One of which is a picture of Kane that was taken within the Zeus building. The lights have caught all of his features, and he is in the midst of speaking with a police officer. She also produces another picture, which was taken in the Ice Lounge a half an hour or so before, with a figure to his back to the camera, but with Kane standing over him. There is something in Kane's hand, but I can't quite make out what it is from the footage. But, Kane, you will get a flashback to knowing exactly what this is. It is the moment before you slit the throat of Hawk.
Hmm.
And she taps the photo of Hawk and she goes, "Who is this man?"
That's the man who killed Oswald Cobblepot with a knife.
And did you get any details of who this man was?
Nothing besides a tattoo. He went on. You said his name was Hawk.
Yes.
He operated under the name Hawk, which I assume to be a pseudonym. And he is a member, and he said that he was a member of a group called the Parliament. This is the... And actually, he's gonna... No, cut that. He's was about to mention that's the group that shot Bruce Wayne, but he does hold back on that one.
Well, that's fine, because at that point, she looks over at the recorder and she hits the stop button. She leans back a little bit and she roots around in her pocket. And she produces something and she puts it on the table for you. And what it is a slug, a small metal round from some kind of weapon. And you look at it, and I will tell you this detail. It is not from a Dragnov sniper, but I'm sure you could have already have known that just from looking at it. She looks at you and she goes, "Do you want to know where we found this?"
Kane just looks at her, waiting for an answer.
"We took it out of Bruce Wayne. And I'm sure that you're going to tell me what I think I already know, which is this isn't a bullet from a Dragunov sniper, correct?"
That is correct.
She plays around with the ball a little bit. She then hands it to you for you to kind of give it an inspection, and I will say roll brains. And depending on what you roll, I'll just tell you some details about it.
Nice.
I would say this much, which is you feel the bullet around in your fingers, and you even give it a squeeze. And the weird thing about it is that it has a slight bit of elasticity to it. Very odd, because they don't really make bullets like that, unless the intent of it is that it's meant to retain energy over a long distance, or maybe if it is like almost like a bouncing bullet, essentially, something that could ping off another surface. But the thing that you will say about this bullet is that it looks, even in this deformed state, you have never seen a bullet like this before in your entire career. But she points...
I look up at her and I just say, "Deadshot."
She nods and she goes, "I had Alfred inspected and he said that it's custom made. And there's not a lot of people that we know that can do such work. But, well, you've pretty much confirmed the name that we were expecting. And, well, what I want to know is why did Deadshot want to..." And she kind of, she pauses for a minute and she looks at the bullet again and she kind of smirks and she goes, "And one thing that Alfred told me was from the weight and the density and the shape of the bullet, that isn't designed to kill anyone, but it is certainly designed to hurt them. What I want to know is, why did somebody want to hurt Bruce Wayne? And why was it Deadshot?" She kind of taps her lips at this and she kind of looks up and she goes, "Oswald Cobblepot." And she kind of takes a sign and she goes, "I think somebody has set you up." And
she
kind of looks...
a bunch of people out of the way right now.
She kind of looks at the glass and she looks back at you and she goes, "I'm going to chalk this up to the big C. I think where they found Oswald Cobblepot and with the wound that he had inside his body, maybe some capo who works for the Falcone crime family Maybe he sold some dud weapons to them, and they just wanted to get a little bit of revenge on their dad's home turf. As for Grant Icarus, even though there is footage of you within that building, even though they try to scrub the time codes off them, I'm pretty sure that that was well after the attack on him. They are trying to cover this up, and I want to know why. And then she looks at the door and she looks back at you and she goes, I can't buy you a lot of time. Essentially, you have 24 hours to solve this. I can buy you a red tape delay. But after this, you're on your own, unfortunately. And she kind of...
You want me to go after the Falcones?
I don't want you to go after anybody. I want you to essentially prove that, one, you weren't there at the murder of Oswald Cobblepot, and two, you were not responsible for the murder of Grant Icarus.
You know, it's going to be hard to disprove one of those, considering one of those is factually true.
Yeah, funny that. But she has almost kind of bought you an alibi there from what she said. But
Yeah.
she kind of leans over and she goes, listen, I know that Frank's a bit of a loose cannon, and I certainly know that that little British kid, he's just as loose, considering the fact that he's been firing his bullets around in burger restaurants. So what I will say is
Only
this.
one.
Only one. What I will say is this. You guys need to be on your best behavior. In fact, if the police even see that you're out of the building, not only is it going to be your ass, it's going to be mine as well. So I would suggest maybe taking a low profile. Maybe wear a mask if you can. You know, Batman maybe had the right idea on that. She kind of leans back a little bit and she goes, like I said, I can't buy you a lot of time, but I'm buying you an opportunity here.
Where do you suggest I start?
Well, I would suggest maybe look at the Icarus building. Look at the Pantheon building. I think that they're not quite covering their tracks. And despite the fact that they have eyewitnesses there, I don't think that most of them were even in the building at the time. I think if you start to tap away at them, you may start to find some evidence at who the real culprit may be. As for Oswald Cobblepot, I would maybe just look into some criminal gangs and see if maybe they were responsible for it. If you want to go after the Falcones, go ahead, but considering I've told you to keep a low profile, I would maybe suggest against it.
Right, okay, yeah. Kane nods. Okay.
She looks at the door and she kind of looks back and she goes, I can escort you out the exit. Like I said, do not make much of a scene. And she gets up from the table, she takes the tape out of the recorder, and she starts to basically lead you towards the holding cells, where, as you see into one, there is a guard's uniform with a riot helmet. And she kind of nods at you to be like, dress up time.
Right, yeah, I put that on.
And with that, she starts to lead you out of the building. And before she does, she walks past a police officer and she says, I will be with Mr. Colt all day today. I am going to grab a cigarette. But once I come back, I will need all the time to interrogate. Okay?
Yeah, sure thing, miss.
And he opens the door and he lets you out. And she looks at you and she goes, clock's ticking, Kane. And she goes back in, and, well, basically, you bought yourself a day to prove your innocence.
Okay, I head to first thing I do is I head to a payphone.
Okay.
And I call the Gotham Knights offices.
Have we... Can I say something? Like,
yes.
After Barnaby got back, Theodore was happy to leave him there and just kind of be like on call.
Okay.
In case anything happens, and tell him where we were, because I want to
No,
head.
no problem, mate. Me and Julia, we're gonna have a great day answering phones and stuff.
Yes. We are go. I would like to go see Max. What's his name? Maximilian Zeus or something.
Maximilian Zeus. Okay.
Yes, that's the guy I'd like to see, because you told me he's the most obvious suspect.
Very true. Meanwhile,
Figured out
Frankie
this.
boy, what do you want to do? Oh
Nothing.
yeah,
the
no,
obvious.
he's been right back real quick. Yeah, because I am wondering whether to make it so whether all this happened before everybody split up, or whether to kind of split them up and then have just Kane let Barnaby know, essentially.
Yeah, Kane could either let Barnaby know or try to find the location, like go to wherever one of the two of them are.
Yeah, that's very true.
And
I
going
mean,
off.
Kane was gonna call you to give you the thing that, hey, you need to look into this.
Yes.
Well, Barnaby knows where everyone's heading off to, so he can like essentially
Yeah, he's your guy.
forward
Yeah, he's your
stuff.
bulletin board, exactly. So we'll wait for Swede to come back, see what ideas he has, and then we will roll from there.
Where would I find Maximilian Zeus? Is he?
I would imagine probably at his building, which I imagine at the
Is it
moment
not
is
like off limits at the moment?
that's the thing. I imagine it's probably going to be covered in yellow ticker tape, but that's okay because we can we can figure that out when we get to it.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. I like the fact that my dog avatar is quite fitting for this session because he's also a detective as well.
I thought that was the fox. I thought that was the titular star fox.
Yeah, no, that is. Oh, you're looking at the roll 20.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no. Is Discord?
My Discordo. So Ben, how do you feel about the fact that Barnaby has a girlfriend and his dad is a chief constable of Manchester Police Force?
All a bit fucked up.
It is a bit
Well,
weird,
I still
isn't
love
it?
the going theory that she is definitely his girlfriend for some ulterior gain.
I
Mm,
still think he's paying her.
both might be true.
Okay, I'm
Sweet.
back.
Welcome back,
Where are you
Sweet.
I got into so Barbara has bought me 24 hours to prove my innocence
Dun, 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 dun.
and given me 2 leads to investigate.
Hmm.
And I was gonna try and call the officers to say, hey, do this, but then Ben informed me to say, actually, I already left the offices.
Yeah. Essentially, Theodore wants to head off to, with his croissant in hand, and
He's going to investigate Maximilian Zeus.
Barnaby went and bought him a regular umbrella, which he's just gonna take anyway, and be like, all right, fine.
Yeah, and you
It's
get
a bit sharp on the end, maybe.
hand close piercing, heavy, two-handed.
And he's heading off to see Maximilian Zeus.
Meanwhile,
And
what
he's told Barnaby that, so
what
Barnaby
does
will forward
Frank
that to Kane.
what does Frank want to do?
Frank is kind of cold on the trail at the moment, but he's gonna see if he can pull some connections at the police house.
Keep in mind that they did tell him not to go back to the GCPD for a little while. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what, because he returned that gun, yeah, that's all been cleared. You can go hang out with the GCPD again.
Yeah. He's gonna talk with
But
Murphy.
only Frank. Like, I don't think they want us hanging out there at the
Yeah,
moment.
Kane, 100%, 10,000%. They do not want to see at the police station hanging around, and Theo,
Actually,
70%.
Is my car actually repaired yet?
Your car can be repaired if you wanted to. You can go
Good.
pick up your car.
Frank fixed it up and just says, "Yeah."
He just sits behind the wheel and he just squeezes the wheel and he goes, "Yeah, this is my car. I
How
feel
long
powerful."
until that's back in repairs?
He drives it straight out of the garage and straight into a brick wall. Reverses back into the garage, like, "All right, boys, back you get."
As he drives out, he hits a fruit stand.
Oh, dang.
Oh no.
So Frank's going to squeeze some contacts at the GCPD. Theo is going to investigate Maximilian Zeus, and Kane, you're going to ring the office.
Yeah.
Not just investigate.
I
I
was
want to see
calling the
him.
office in the hopes they would be there, but then they decided, well, he's calling the office. I decided I left earlier narratively to fuck with you.
Well, no, Barnaby can still.
Oh,
read
you
him.
can. We'll play out the office anyway. So you give him a ring and answer on the phone is, Hello, Gotham Knights.
Oh, is Frank there?
No, he's headed off. He's going to go talk to some police boys, and Theo, he's gone as well. He's going to go investigate Maxie Zeus.
Oh, great. Actually, that might be good. I need you to give them a message as soon as you see them.
Okay.
See if you can get in touch with them.
Okay. What do you want me to say?
Barbara Gordon has let me go. I have 24 hours to prove that I didn't kill Oswald Cobblepot.
Oh my god. All right.
And that I had nothing to do with the death of Icarus.
Okay, mate. Well, good luck to you. I'll try and get hold of those two and let them know,
hang
okay?
on. Here's what you gotta tell them. You gotta tell them to look into other gangs who might have had it in for Cobblepot. I'm heading to the Pantheon building. Actually, no. Let me reverse that. Tell them to look into the Pantheon building. I need to go look into other gangs who might have had it in for Oswald.
Well,
Okay.
fortunately, Theo's already there.
That's not the Pantheon building, that's the Maximilian Zeus building, is it not?
Sorry, the Maximilian Zeus building is the Pantheon Enterprises building. I keep getting the two mixed up. Pantheon Enterprises is the name of the business that Maxie Zeus owns. The Maxie Zeus building is where Pantheon Enterprises is, but it is his building because he is the owner of the company and the building.
Okay, right. So so the Pantheon building, right? Oh, so that's serendipitous then.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what I
Did you
will
think
say?
there were two buildings that he worked at?
No, I think he thought
No.
that one was the business and then the other one was like a penthouse, like where. he
No,
lived.
I was assuming the Pantheon building was either a secondary business or something new. I thought it was like a new location. I didn't realize it was tied to the old one.
Yeah, no, the problem is that I called it the Maxie Zeus building last session, but then I realized actually no, he owns a business called Pantheon Enterprises, which is what the actual building houses, but it is the Maxie Zeus building.
Got ya.
That's okay. Right, so first things first, Theo, you head your way up to the Maxie Zeus building. Are you taking the tram? Are you taking the train? Are you
Tram.
going on foot?
Tram always.
Okay, so you get on the tram and you go, and you get over to Star Square, where you get to the Pantheon Enterprises / Maxie Zeus building. And from what you see, the entire thing is covered in yellow ticker tape. But the weird thing is that it's covered in yellow ticker tape, but they're open for business. You see people going in and outwards of certain doors, and the entire thing is busy and active inside of there, which is very weird considering the fact that it was the place of a murder scene barely 8-9 hours ago. But well, do you just let yourself in and kind of make yourself
head in?
Okay. And I'm going to say that you just kind of work your way in with other suited and booted guys. They're kind of coming in and out of the building. And you get to see the grand foyer that unfortunately Kane didn't see much of yesterday, which is beautiful marble pillars with figures of Grecian gods kind of sticking on it. The guy's got a real thing for Greece, which is very...
He looks over at the big neon sign saying staircase and things.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
You can see where the fire escape staircases are from where you are, although they are looking locked at the moment. But from what
it's
you
a
can
great
see,
tragedy that Kane can't read. Never brought that up.
you thought they said stars, and it's like, how did they get them in the building? They're too big. You know, the hot oil. But you do see
way too cold.
Yeah, way too cold. You do see the front desk, which is what Kane went past yesterday, covered in glistening gold, and behind it is a woman with large glasses and a big orange beehive. She's probably the building HR manager, but she would probably know where Mr. Zeus is, unless you want to go off. Okay. Do you want
Hello
to?
there, man. I'm here today on business and to do a police investigation. I'd like to talk to your manager, the owner of this building, Maximilian Zeus.
A police investigation, you say? Very interesting. Tell me, have you got an appointment with Mr. Zeus? Because he has got the police up there at the moment.
Yes. I do not have an appointment, but I am also I like to join them. I've been
Hmm.
called in late. I'm
Sure.
sorry about this.
She sort of tilts her head a little bit at you. She goes, "Do I recognize you, young man?"
You might. My name is Theodore Holmes. I'm the world's greatest detective.
Would you like to do that as introducing yourself in your glam outfit?
Yeah, sure.
So,
I guess I'll roll well, soul
yeah,
instead of smooth,
soul instead of smooth. Smooth
which
instead.
doesn't. No, I've got better soul. Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I thought I recognized you. I've seen you in the paper. Oh, madam, I never thought that you would ever end up in our humble building. Oh, she puts her hand down. She goes, "Oh, my name is Mrs. Iris Reed. I'm Mr. Zeus's personal assistant."
Iris,
oh,
are you?
Oh, well, like I said, the police very much have it in hand at the moment, but if you would like to go up and maybe talk to them, well, she points out, well, the lifts are active again. Just write it all the way up to the top floor, young man.
And I'll just knock on the door then.
Well, well, once you make your way up there, I'm sure you'll figure out where to go next.
All right, okay. Thank you very much, young ma'am.
Oh, no, no. She kind of pinches her cheek. She's an old-looking woman, but
Yeah.
yeah, you could
He's-
tell that
he's-
from the voice I was doing, so that's
Yeah.
okay.
He's going for the you
Wait,
don't
that
look a
was a
day over
woman?
20 approach.
As you walk off, no, never mind. I was going to say a detail that you would never see.
Oh, he
Ah.
heads up the elevator.
You head on over to the elevator. You
No,
click
he heads over to the lift because that's what he
yes.
called.
Sorry, the lift. You go into the lift. You press a button. It takes you up to the top floor, which, if it was in the UK, would be one number less because we have a ground floor and a 1st floor. But because it's America, they have a first floor and a second floor. So it's.
I think they might still. I think the numbers might line up once you get high enough because a lot of buildings don't have 13th floors.
Oh wow! Because of
Yeah.
bad luck.
Yeah. Actually,
Cool.
no. That might mean it would have one more. I don't know how
Isn't
it
that
works.
isn't that a part of one of the Ace Attorney trials?
I can't remember.
It might be.
I'm not gonna say spoilers, but I'm pretty sure in Investigations too. That's a detail.
I can't remember.
You make your way up to
Could
the
be wrong.
36th floor, and as you get out, you get a wonderful view of Gotham City kind of below you. You see everything from Star Square. If you had a shitload of money, this is the kind of building that you'd want. But it has got a pretty harsh breeze, but that makes sense because there's a giant hole in one of the windows over to the side. But this place is crawling in police officers at the moment, and in between three of them is a rather large man in a purple suit. He's got long flowing hair, a rather fantastic looking beard on him, and he seems to be giggling with all the officers. They're having a pretty JP time, which is weird considering the fact that somebody literally got thrown from this room only 7 hours ago. But whatever. So, what would you like to do?
Approach.
You would like to integrate yourself into this room of police officers. Okay, they start to look, they see what you're doing, and they're kind of a bit like, who the fuck is this guy kind of thing. And an officer gets up and he walks over to you and he goes, excuse me, son, you won't be getting past this point. This is police matters only.
Oh yes, I'm actually here to report a crime that's going on down in the city.
Well, we got
There's a guy with a gun down there right now. He's got hostages. It's really scary.
Fucking hell. Okay, you will have to. Are you actually going with this
Yes.
idea? Okay. Could you please roll charm and social grace at a -1 because this is stupid.
It really is. We are. It's like we're
this is-
trying to get arrested.
This is really stupid.
Oh fuck.
He goes, "Okay, kid. If there's a guy with a gun down there, you can come with me and point him out." Sorry, what did you say? It got cut off then.
I was just kidding.
Well, I don't know whether you know this, but a guy got thrown through a freaking window yesterday, so nobody's
did
really
he?
in a laughing matter for stuff like that.
Oh, you were just laughing just now, and I thought I'd kind of lighten the mood up with a joke like that, since that's all you seem to be doing.
Right. Well, listen, We got an investigation to get on with, so I would maybe head back downstairs and walk through the front of the building and leave the real police to solve this.
Is there like somewhere I could hide on this floor?
There's some toilets. There's a couple of hidden areas that you can go to if you want.
All right. I'll leave. I'll call the elevator.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to throw you a bone here.
Right.
Which is, as you're kind of making a scene, the owner of the building, the man with the big beard and the big frame, he kind of looks over to you. You bring that guy over here. He can hang out with us. And he kind of makes a little hand over to you to kind of invite you into the group. And the officer looks at you and he's like, you got lucky, kid. And he kind of throws a hand out. And yeah, you can go on over and speak to the big fella.
Right. So what all happened here last night then? I heard bits and pieces.
Oh, terrible thing, really. I was working late last night in another room, of course, you'd have to understand. Oh, and then I heard that somebody came onto my room and threw poor Grant Icarus down to the bottom floor. And,
Through the window, I assume.
yes, well, as you can see through that pretty big window hole by there, but
Just a quick question: is there any glass on the side of the in the room?
He was thrown into the building.
yeah,
Just make
yeah,
sure.
that's the trick. He actually got thrown from the bottom floor through. You can scan the room and you can see that. I'll tell you what. Do you want to scope?
I will be right back.
I was going to say, do you want to scope out a scene, but you might not have the right opportunity to do so.
I won't do so yet. Right
But
now, I'm just kind of.
I will answer the question of no glass inside the room.
And what were you up to last night then?
Well, I was working late and I had to get a couple of file returns done, you understand. But, like I said, a terrible, terrible thing that happened here. We're going to throw quite the celebration of Grant's death.
Okay.
Life, I mean, not death, life, yes.
Yes. Okay, let me just have a quick look at. Give someone a third degree because I haven't used the move before.
Okay, here we go. I was going to say, did you bring the dog with you?
I do, yeah.
Okay, that's the reason why he invited you over. Max is smitten with this pup. He goes, "Come up here, little fella, sit on my knee."
Oh,
and he's
this is Toby.
He's throwing the dog up in the air, like when you throw a baby up and down.
Yeah.
He's doing that with the dog. The dog's loving it.
The dog just looks smug the entire time.
Oh, the dog gets smugger every time he's thrown up.
What question do I want to ask? That's my big give someone a third degree question. Oh, and you didn't have anything to do with the crime now, did you? And that'll be my give someone the third degree.
Okay, what is how does that move work?
My brains. It's one of the normal moves.
Okay. 7. Give somebody a third degree.
I get one. I guess. Yeah, you have to. I guess you can answer the question.
Well, it kind of seems like you're asking.
Yeah, no. Is your character telling the truth? I'll ignore the last question.
Okay.
But is your character telling the truth?
You can tell from his body language and the shiftiness of his eyes and the awkwardness of his smile. No, he's not telling the truth.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Like I said, young man, there's a lot of cameras in this room, a lot of cameras over this building, and they found the perpetrator is that it was that army man, whatever his name was. He killed the penguin and then killed poor Grant, broke into the building and threw him out the window.
Oh. And there's footage of him doing that then, up here?
Oh, there is footage of him all over the building, apart from this room, however. And he kind of points around and he goes, "No security cameras, you see. The thing is, I don't want the guards watching me."
Yeah, I get it.
Yes.
All right, well, I'll see myself out.
See that you do. Take little Toby with you as well. And like I said, young man, we've got this all in hand here. We'll get that man put away for what he's done to poor Grant.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm
And
pretty certain they will.
Yeah, depending
gonna-
how this goes.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna head off, but I'm gonna call the elevator and then dive into the bathroom.
interesting. Okay, so you're going to hide in the bathroom. Then. All right, fine. Works for me. And Frankie.
By the way, James, I just
Yes, I know. We need to start wrapping up for time because we said at 9.
yeah.
Fine. We can see. Yeah, let's do a little bit of Frankie and then see what happens with Kane, and then we will pick it up another time.
Sure thing. No,
Okay.
but yeah, Frank's, fucking, he does its usual driving through shit to the police building.
He's driving through the cardboard box factory. Yeah.
And then when he meets Murphy,
Okay. So what? He goes to the GCPD to go meet with Murphy. Oh, does he know that Murphy has like a certain spot that he always goes to, like drinking?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
he has his desk.
No,
Oh right, what in the GC? Oh, I meant like outside of the outside of the business, outside of the GCPD, whether there's like some.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the whole idea of there's heat and you shouldn't go around there not really sunk in.
Oh
Hmm.
no, they both of them like to hang out at the donut bar.
Okay, so you're going back to that donut bar then from yesterday.
Yeah, it's like free.
Okay, so you park on up. You see through the window a recognizable, raggedy-looking man who happens to be Mr. Murphy, and you make your way in.
A chicken comes out of Frank's hood.
Cute. Okay, do you make yourself known first, or does Murphy catch you before you see him?
I sit next to him like Murphy. There you are, Murphy. I thought you promised your wife to cut down on the donuts.
Jesus Christ, Frankie. You should let a guy know before you sit down next to him. Hey, listen. I know it probably wasn't easy for you, but thanks for turning that lad's weapon in.
No worries. And besides,
Certainly, with things how they are in Gotham City, we don't need another madman running around.
exactly. What madman would run around with a gun? He says as he twirls his gun.
He's doing gun
Eats a
tricks like
donut
revolver
off of his gun.
Yeah, he's eating donuts off his gun now to like Wiggum.
That's the only way how he still feels alive.
Well, you never sit down next to me unless you want something, so you better spit it out, Frankie boy.
I just want to know what you know about the case.
Probably about as much as you do, lad. That they found your boy Kane not only at the ice lounge where he killed a John Doe, followed by Oswald Cobblepot in a pizza place, followed by Grant Acres in the building next door.
The autopsy
What do you mean autopsy?
of the man who fell.
Well, of what was left of him, they managed to figure out that the cause of death was, surprise, surprise, the impact of hitting the floor.
He wasn't dead as he was falling.
Nope.
That means he had all the time in the world.
What?
To really contemplate what had happened. A lot of people have heart attacks as they're falling to their death.
Yeah, funnily enough, this guy didn't. He was so kind of surprised by what had happened. His heart held up until the point that his ribs
Wait,
ripped
who was
apart.
Who
It
was it
did
that
fix
died?
his hiccups, though.
Who died? Was it Maximilian?
Icarus.
Oh.
Icarus.
It was Grant Icarus who works under Maximilian Zeus.
So, what have you heard from Maximilian then?
Well, he's just corroborated what everybody else knows, which is somebody broke into his room yesterday night, apparently your boyo, and threw Grant out of the building.
Well, I can tell you, no, he didn't. He was with me when he fell.
I thought you were going to say it was me who did it. But...
No, it turns out Frank somehow fucking Rubik's Bugs machine did. No, but he's like, no, he was with me and Sherlock when the body fell.
He kind of looks off a little bit. Fucking knew it. And he looks back and he goes, I knew he couldn't have been there. If he had started over there, how the hell could he have transported himself into the building before the guy even hit the ground?
Exactly.
No, I think that they're trying to cover him up. They've got a bulletproof alibi from 20 people in that building. Half of them, I don't even think were there yesterday night.
Ah, clearly many of them are lying. Do you
I think,
happen to have a list of them?
well, I can't really hand that to you, Frankie, but
I mean, you don't have to. Oh, whoops, I dropped my donut.
Frank, if you think that I brought that evidence on me, you're thick as pig shit, man.
I know you, Murphy. You're using it as a napkin right now.
He's not using that as a napkin, but he is using another piece of really important evidence as a napkin.
From a different case.
From a completely different case. So from some old Deadshot cases, actually, he's using that as a napkin. But
See, if you're interested in this case, I could actually supply you, but I don't have that one on me.
Sorry, no. Welcome to the Bruce Wayne case. Anyways, and he kind of looks at you and he goes, "Look, maybe you should go squeeze some of the people you've been saying that he is in the building, but."
Yeah, but I need a list of them.
Well, I know that our secretary who sits behind the gold desk, she was apparently there yesterday night.
Well, I'm gonna track her down. As you know, I have a way with women.
He kind of leans over though before you do that, and he goes, and he kind of makes a little finger and he pulls you back in. And he goes, "The thing with Zeus is that he's got enough money that he could cover something like this, but."
Oh, I know.
There's a bit of an open secret going around about him. Apparently, the man's 2 sandwiches short of a picnic, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, it's a terrible thing to be short, not have enough sandwiches for a picnic.
No, that's not what I mean, Frankie boy. Apparently, for the past 6-7 months, he's been seeing a shrink up in Arkham Asylum. Now, I'm not trying to tie 2 and 2 together, but you know, if I was as fucking bonkers as he was, maybe I'd throw somebody out a window and pretend that somebody else did it, if you know what I mean.
Arkham Asylum, you see.
And I'm saying that maybe if you're trying to look for some evidence to try and, tie him up, maybe a site profile might do the trick.
Yes. Thank you, Murphy. It's, I always knew I could count on you. He dropped a donut in his pocket, Murphy's favorite.
Wow, country tobacco.
No. Oh, this is chocolate covered.
A tobacco donut.
Well, you're too kind to me, Frankie. But listen, like I said, try and keep out of trouble there, especially if you got that wee lad running around with a gun and, well,
Don't worry.
that other fella that you hang around with.
Don't worry, I got them under control. Also, when did you become Irish?
I've always been Irish. I've got an Irish.
Session.
Huh.
Yeah, since last session.
Since he was literally named Murphy, the most Irish name in existence.
No, he wasn't originally Irish.
Yeah, originally he just sounded like every other cop, but I thought, no, if we're going to see this guy more often, let's give him a different voice.
Frank just goes, I always pegged you as Canadian.
Well, I have got a Canadian grandmother, but they all came over from Ireland anyways.
Interesting family. Anyway.
He starts drinking from a maple syrup bottle just to kind of like hammer that point in.
Frank,
He's got a bottle of scotch and a bottle of fucking maple syrup, and he's just two-handing them.
But thank you for the info. But I'll have to be going. I have to be undercover. Do you have a light? He has pulled out his smoke pipe.
Yeah, he pulls out a box of matchsticks. It's got a sign for the Birdcage on it, which is a strip club in Gotham City, which he is known to frequent.
Does his wife?
Murphy, you still go there?
Yeah, of course I do. Best thing about clubs like that, boy, they keep getting younger. I stay the same age. Oh wait, no, I mean that the other way around. I get older, they stay the same age. Shite.
Well, next time, invite me, you old scoundrel, or your wife will know.
Right. So, you've been given a thread, and Theo's been given a thread. Meanwhile, Kane, what are you up to?
I need to find out who has the most beef with Cobblepot.
Good question.
You?
What do you...
You do.
Are you still wearing the riot uniform and stuff, or are you...
Yeah, I left the building in that, and I've just went to a payphone, and now I'm just kind of wandering around in riot gear.
Fine. Yeah, you're in Bath. It's a bit of a rubbish end of the city. It's, I mean, you live in Bath, so, I mean, you kind of know what it's like.
Yeah.
You look at the city and you go, maybe in 40 years' time, this could be incredibly gentrified. Maybe they could open like a really expensive coffee bar here or something like that. And yeah, you're trying to figure out, a couple. Oh, well, actually, you haven't really got much time for that because a limousine has pulled up next to you.
I turn and look at it. I just kind of stop, look at the limousine.
The window rolls down, and a thick face points his head out, and he goes, "You Kincaid?"
Who's asking?
He opens the door, and you look inside, and it is a man that you recognize from many years on the police force and as a vigilante. It is Carmine Falcone, the head of the Falcone crime family, and he makes a you look like you're about to like it, and he kind of puts his hand up and he goes, and I am only want to ask some questions.
You're getting asked all the questions today.
Getting asked all the questions today.
Kane is just kind of standing there, like he wasn't actually gonna run it at all. He was just like standing his ground, staring at him, and he keeps looking.
Please come in. You're fit. You should not be on the streets.
Kane walks over and just climbs into the limousine, sits across from him, and just says, "Do you realize who you just invited into your limousine?"
And I imagine that you know who I am, yes? And you look between the two big Italian blokes that you're sitting between, and they are packing a lot of heat. They shut the doors of the limousine, it drives off, and we split the session in half there, and we pick it up another time. So, just to recap, Theo, you're hiding in some really nice Grecian toilets on the top level of the Maxis building. Frankie, you may be investigating Arkham Asylum, while Kane, you are sitting in a limousine full of Italian mobsters.
That's good.
And that is where we will end for now.
Okay.
The question is though, should we do XP? Well, should we do bonds or should we wait until next session or what?
It technically is a session, so I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't mind either way.
Let's do bonds because everybody's level, so why not? Right. So first things first. Let me bring up the book because I totally forgot what we do at the end of session. Because
the thing is, I don't think my bonds.
It's on the end.
I don't think either of my bonds really changed at all.
Yeah.
I did not work towards either of them.
Bonds.
Your buzzy bees.
That's it.
Okay. So Theo, your buzz.
My buzz is in the world gone mad. Theodore is looking for fame and glory.
I would say you managed to get a fat woman to let you have a look at the body of Grant Icarus, and then your fame was able to let you go upstairs and talk to.
It did get me places today.
It did get you places, so you can have an XP for that.
Oh, nice.
Frankie boy, what is your buzz?
My buzz is.
Your buzz?
What's the deal with my buzz? My
buzz like a bee. I was in booming.
Redemption. Show the police force that he's not too old for this.
I would say, yeah. He managed to get the gun taken away from that crazed gunman, Theo Holmes, and he did a little bit of police investigation. Well, he's tapping up his old police contacts, but it sounds like he's about to do some police investigation stuff at Arkham. But I don't know with XP with that one. I'll say yes. You can have an XP for that. Meanwhile, Kane Colt, your buzz.
My buzz is in a world gone mad. Kane Colt is looking for payback.
He's not gonna get payback for a little bit. I
think people might be getting payback on him at the moment.
Well, it's more about getting payback on Batman by doing unbatmanly things, and that doesn't quite qualify.
I
That
don't know.
wasn't
Batman
quite
never
in the-
got to go on a limo ride with the Falcones.
I
He's got
feel
that
like
on.
if Kane does a bunch of Punisher shit next session, considering he's being brought into an Italian mob place, then yes. If he just if he doesn't leave the back of this fucking limousine unless everyone in there is dead, but that might not
Yes.
help his case. But he might
No.
do that anyway, just because that's how Kane do.
That is how a Kane do. Okay, and as for bonds, you all reckon that none of your bonds were fulfilled.
Let me see.
I need to
You
teach
jank.
Holmes how Gotham operates. Frank is a project. I need to understand what people saw in him. I didn't work towards either of those this session.
You didn't really
I
get
don't feel like we interacted too much.
No, and I feel like next session is going to be a while until you're all interacting again. So
What are your bonds, Frank?
My bond, your Holmes, young smart lad with potential. I will mentor. It's really done that. Kane, try and show him back on bad. He's going down a dark path. I will need to help him on this road. Nah, I wouldn't say I feel any of them.
dang, how sad. What about you, Theo? Did you have any bonds?
I mean, Kane's a handy guy to have around, though I think I'll need to keep an eye on him. I didn't really keep an eye on him. I should have done, because he was getting himself into trouble, but I didn't. And Frank is an odd character, gotta keep an eye on him.
You did keep an eye on him as he got taken out of the business and put in the back of a police car.
And make sure he doesn't make any big mistakes. No, Frank was actually helped me out today, so...
Yeah.
Wait, Frank, what was yours again on me?
Mentor you.
Yeah, you didn't mentor
Which I feel
me.
like you did last session, but not so much this.
Yeah. You helped me out, you didn't mentor me.
Right.
Yeah.
What exciting things can we look forward to next session? Maybe a gun might be fired. Maybe some secrets may be revealed. Who knows?
The Falcones go up in flames.
Yeah, you burn up you throw all of those Italian mobsters in the same Italian restaurant where Cobblepot was killed, and you just stack it up. It's like your tarantulas next. That you
The
just
police
fill
just
with
come
bodies.
back and say, okay, there's no way you could have killed all of them.
It's just one man. How could he do that?
Can I expect a picture of Toby the Chihuahua to appear?
Is that why
Maybe
you
not
are?
before the next session, but like
This is
some
a
point.
very, very low method to get pictures of dogs drawn.
I don't know. I just it's
Hey,
it's just
I
when the-
got an animal companion. It's actually a gorilla.
It's
Yeah,
it was the smug.
I have a
the
picture?
Yeah, I've
smugness.
got an animal companion. It's a horse. Can you draw a horse for me, please?
I just want to see how smug you can draw it. Like,
Not as smug as that photo.
hmm.
That's maximum smugness.
I don't know if you squint the eyes even more, like maybe just give it an even slyer smile.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'll
try
stop
my best.
recording.
Yeah.
Right.